Here we go. Here we go. Power Book 2. Episode 8 is up and going. Let me know if my sound is good, people. Let me know. Let me know. I kind of lost my voice a little bit earlier. I was watching the damn Rams game and we pulled off an upset. Well, I won't even say we because I'm not a Rams fan, but I really dislike Tom Brady. Oh, man. Make sure y'all hit that poll, hit the like button when y'all come in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna let a few people join up in here. Until then, I'm gonna be checking the stats. I gotta see what's going on. What up, Pyro? So we good? We good on the sound? Just making sure, just making sure. This week's episode was a crazy one, man. I was only expecting one death, but they gave us 3. They said y'all need a huge, big, how could I put it? I was gonna say an explosion for us, but I don't think they use that in TV terms. But they said y'all need something big. That Tommy book 4 Force is coming out, and we got to make sure when we go into that y'all are anticipating it more than what y'all want. And we're starting to see that STARZ is releasing exclusive clips throughout the week, and they're generating a lot of buzz towards the TV show. Now, I've been seeing my channel has been growing a lot lately, and I definitely appreciate everybody that subscribing with me and rolling with me. But tonight, episode 8, that was a good one. Normally I get the episode a little early just because I got the STARZ app, but I don't know what they did yesterday. I didn't get to watch it until I think like 1 this morning. I had to piece together a recap, but it was so good, man. I try to get a lot of screenshots for y'all so we can talk about it today. Y'all know we don't go in any particular order, so we'll pick out somebody. Um, hey, actually, Kendall, what's going on? Make it make sense about the discrepancy in Zeke's age. I'm gonna let a few people get in here because I broke this down, and this is when the channel was smaller. This is a month ago. I broke it down, and people they were hitting me up. Oh man, you wrong about Zeke. Well, I was in fact 100% correct, and I'm gonna show y'all why this channel is something you should subscribe to because I won't say I'm a power fanatic, but I've been getting pretty damn good with my information. You know what I'm saying? I don't toot my own horn. What up, Williams? Ghost may still be alive after he finessed Tariq again. Nah, Ghost gone, y'all. We can end that dream. That dream is over. But yeah, speaking of that, we're gonna start off with the Zeke situation. We'll let a few people get in here. The damn Chiefs is on, man. Y'all know I'm from Kansas City. I don't like the Chiefs though. So if you hear my brother in there going wild, because 23-21, Chiefs got the ball. Ghost might be alive. I don't know. How did he think putting Jazz up for abortion? Same reason he thought about not giving Tariq any money until he finished school. Same reason he thought about putting Tariq in jail if he messed up. I mean, saying Tariq would be in jail because he's going to mess up going down the route. When you're a father, you pretty much know what your kids are capable of. Now, murder, I'm pretty sure Ghost knew that his son was capable of murder just because he was hanging around Canaan. And you know, you get that bad influence, it can go anywhere. But Ghost isn't alive. What are they gonna do? Give us Power Book 2, Book 7, Ghost returns? Like, man, by that time, no one's gonna care if Ghost is alive or not. You can't drag it on. What they're doing now is building new storylines for us that we can run with. What up, Blanton Truth? I'm here a little late, but here, nah, you here right on time. We only been live for 4 minutes. You know, we don't usually get into all the details until about 10 minutes in. We just let people come in, hit that poll. They're saying the chef was the most shocking death. I did not expect that. I also did a video this week of the 5 characters that could potentially die. And I had Drew. Well, I won't say this was my list. This was a list that I seen online. They had Lorenzo Mecca, Monet, Drew, and Diana. Now I knew there's still a potential chance for Mecca or Lorenzo to die, but I knew Monet wasn't going to die because what 50 is doing is he making sure that these older artists, Mary J, Method Man, Redman, they're going to have jobs. And what they're paying Mary, they're not about to kill her off. You know, she's bringing in that older crowd. You know, like I say like the 40 plus. Well, I even say about my age, 35 plus. They bring it. Monet's bringing in that crowd because that's Mary J. When Carrie, Courtney Kemp. When Courtney Kemp says season 5 will be a shift change, what do you think she meant by that? Season 5 of the original Power? 'Cause that's the only thing that has 5 seasons. I just think it was a shift because all of these actors are using TV shows. When you use these TV series, these are your stepping stones to get known. This is your breakout moment here. Everything that Ghost did, well, Mari did outside of this, it was a good role, but Power took him over the top and he got too big for the show. Now it's like, okay, we can bring in the youth and push them in. Now, I am hearing there's a differences between Courtney and him. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, it is what it is. You're always going to have that creative clashing, but 6 seasons, like, let's be real. Ghost carried all of those seasons up until season 6 is when you could see that shift going into, all right, we're gonna be working on the next book with Tariq. Did Carrie hang herself or Monet killed her? We're gonna get into that because I have 2 theories on how it could go, but I really don't think it was Monet. I'm just gonna say Monet had the influence until we jump into it. She had influence, but I don't think she actually went through with it. Lauren's disappeared. No, Lauren didn't disappear. Lauren was at the courtroom. You remember Jenny said Lauren, she's in the judge's chambers because they wanted to keep her protected until she got up there and testified. The only reason we didn't see her is because Carrie stepped up. So Lauren is still alive. She's not disappeared, and her parents are involved now, which I said they should have done from the beginning. But you know, these kids, they get in there and get scared. I look the prosecutor in the face and tell him I ain't telling you nothing because I don't know nothing. And I'll be damned if I'm wearing a wire. If I'm wearing a wire, y'all got to be the feds. It can't be like no local police. It got to be the feds. And if the feds is making me offer me to wear a wire, I got to get some kind of compensation. I got to get at least 500 bands, 500K. I'm wearing a wire. Excuse me, what you say? But other than that, you're not about to have me wear a wire talking about we're gonna change your identity. Man, hell no. I want to live the life that I got right now. They finna get Lauren out of town. I could definitely see that, especially with her parents. But you see how the mom was, the mom and the dad. Matter of fact, we're gonna jump in with Lauren first because that's interesting, and we can get her up and out the way. And then I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me see who we got here. Dog, my voice is trash. You just gotta bear with me. And y'all gotta give me some credit, man. It take me about 2 hours. I do the recap, I do the breakdowns, I do what's next, but then I go in and get screenshots from the whole show. Well, try to for each scene, and then I break it down. So that's another 2 hours, man. So y'all got to really show me some support because I'll be over here doing it for y'all. Let's just be real. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So Miss Lauren, she isn't missing, but she had her parents involved with her finally. She had her parents involved and they came in here, but you hear the mom saying, we knew you shouldn't have been messing with this thug guy. They had the nice gentleman from DC. He was driving up there, but you know how it is. They don't want to hear what their parents got to say. They want the bad boys. They want Tariq, Mr. Two-time murderer, Mr. Dope Dylan, Mr. I know how to write a book for a professor. Well, not really write the book, but my life influences a professor. Hey, thank you for that subscription. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, people watch this show 5 times. Hey, Smooth, I went back. Like I said, when I do my screenshots, when I do the recap, I'm actually doing the recap live. So sometimes you'll hear me mess up because I don't know what's coming in the next scene. Like I literally watch it, I press pause, I talk about it, and then something else might pop up. And you'll hear me say, well, earlier I mentioned this, but I was wrong. Because I like literally record while I watch it. So it turns an hour show into about 2 hours. And then I go back and I rewatch it, and that's where I get all these screenshots to put together these little slideshows. So I put in a lot of work, man. When it comes to power, I will say I turn things around and I am the hardest worker on when it comes to power clips. I'm giving y'all 2 clips a day. I'm giving y'all recaps. I'm giving y'all breakdowns. I also got the top five scenes that I'm editing for this. I'm giving y'all 2 to 3 hour live shows on Sunday. I'm working and I'm doing it for y'all, man. I'm doing it for y'all. But let me show y'all something because there's been a lot of talk. Oh, let me finish Lauren. So Lauren isn't missing. Lauren came in here, and you remember, I think it was last week or the week before, she came and told Jenny that Carrie tricked her into wearing the wire. Now, Jenny is saying, I don't care. I mean, you signed this. You're an adult. Once you're over 18 and in the state of New York, because most states you can get consent at 17, you're able to go in there and sign your own documents. You signed this. You didn't read it. You were scared. You know what I'm saying? You went in there. They said these pills are yours. I told y'all in the recap, oh, them pills ain't mine. What is it gonna do? And the first thing I would have did was went to my parents. My parents know me. They know I'm not popping no pills. I might smoke a little bit of weed, but I ain't popping no pills. So those pills would have came. My parents would have easily shut this down. Oh no, we getting a lawyer and we shooing the school. You know what I'm saying? There's no evidence that my daughter even had touched this bag. But Lauren being scared, listening to Carrie. Oh my God. Carrie, those drugs aren't mine. All right, well, look. We can get you through this if you just wear a wire. They went through the extreme, not go talk to some people. They said put on a watch, a Rolex. Now, these kids do have money, but that is the most suspicious thing. Even Tariq seen the Rolex and said, oh, this is your new Rolex? Y'all could have gave her a necklace or something, a Rolex. You know that Rolex that had that wire in it. It wasn't gliding. That thing was Tariq should have said, this ain't real. But she comes here with her parents, and Jenny's still telling the same thing. You signed this saying you would cooperate with us. You have to take the stand. That's just law. And if not, you'll be held into contempt of court, which is actually going to be worse than this little drugs that you could get off because you don't have any priors. And then you can just say the school, they may have mishandled it, get a little settlement for the school. But at this moment, this is why Lauren didn't show up to class. You remember Carrie ran into Tariq because they were both looking for Lauren. But Lauren came in here, and since she has to testify, they took her and put her in protective custody at the judge's chambers. So when she comes out and testifies, it's just boom up there. No one can tamper with her. Now, that's why Jenny was making it a big deal to the judge, and we'll get into that, on why she didn't want the audio recording to be released until it was time for them to get to this moment. Because if Davis, which he did, he let Tariq hear it, that can easily put a lot of pressure onto the witness and they could be tampered with. So Lauren isn't missing. She's just in protective custody right now. Danielle, that would be a good defense to have them drug test her. Like, she's never had anything in her system. The only thing they could say is, oh, well, maybe she was selling, but she doesn't have any history of it. So all that would have been dismissed. But you're right about that. It was just Lauren. She ain't never been under pressure. I can go in the closet right now and pull out paperwork. They trying to get me for 5 years on some things. But I beat it though, because all you gotta do is be quiet. And for the record, I didn't commit the crime. I just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I still don't want Tariq to be with Lauren. Yeah, well, we know that that's looking like what Tariq really wants. Even at the end, when he was defending her from Effie, he said, oh, she's not no snitch or nothing like that. It's just, she got caught up in some nonsense. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't know how they're gonna handle that. But let me show you guys something. When I tell you, this is when we were a smaller channel. We're up to, I think, 19,000 subscribers right now. Back in December 13th to be exact. You guys want to know about Zeke'S Age. Let me see something. Because everybody's been saying, oh, how is Zeke 23? That doesn't make any sense. It makes a lot of sense. And like I say, I don't brag or anything, but when I tell you guys I be working, let's look at this. I want to make sure everybody sees this. December 13th, 2021. Power Book 2 goes, Mecca is Zeke's father. Now, we know we know that they discussed that. But you got to remember, this is December 13th, 2021. What is this, the 23rd? So over 40 days ago. Listen to what I said. If this thing will load up. Jeez Louise, come on now. 667 views. Told you we were small back there. Let me try to refresh this thing. Hey man, what the hell is this? All right. Y'all wanted to know the ages of Zeke, and I told y'all I was one of the first channels to tell you this. December 13th, 2021. He's actually treated Zeke better than everybody. Zeke's allowed to go to school. Zeke's allowed to do different things. Everyone else, oh, you need to stay in the house. You can't go to school. I know you're probably wondering, how old are they? Zeke is. I know you're wondering, how old are they? December 13th, 2021. This channel is breaking the news to you guys before you even get here. I don't even know what episode this was, but I'd be damned that I told everybody the exact ages and I was correct. Everybody, Zeke's allowed to go to school. Zeke's allowed to do different things. Everyone else, oh, you need to stay in the house. You can't go to school. I know you're probably wondering, how old are they? Zeke is 23, Kane is 22, Drew is 20, Diana is 19. Zeke is 23, Kane is 22, Drew is 20, Diana is 19. I told y'all back then, and everybody was commenting. I had other comments, people hitting me up on Instagram. Mo, you ain't right. Ain't no way Zeke is 23. How's he a freshman? I said, hey, there's no age limit to be a freshman. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no age to this. I just wanted to be known that now, whenever I'm wrong, y'all know I'm humble. I tell y'all, hey, I was wrong about that. Y'all correct me. But everyone else, oh, you need to stay in the house. You can't go to school. I was right this time. I know you're probably wondering, how old are they? Zeke is 23, Kane is 22, Drew is 20, Diana is 19. There you guys go. That right there. Now, I know a lot of people are asking, how is that possible? How did Monet get away with this? People fake their ages all the time. Now, there's all kinds of different ways to get around things, especially if you got, let's just say Zeke is as good as he was or as good as he says he is. There's ways to get around all of that. Oh, we'll bring the birth certificate later, because all that, your birth certificate really matters is in high school. Now, he'll get in trouble for that, but in college, I mean, he violated the rules because he lied. But at this point, these big schools, they're going to say, well, you know, it is what it is. The NBA, they're not going to care. Let's say Zeke is 23. That just means he's more developed than other people that would be coming in his draft class. Now, will he be as good as the people that he's going to be going up against? Probably not, but probably not. Thank you. My age is wrong point. Hey, I told you I'm working this year. I'm doing this for y'all. And if that right there don't get you to subscribe, man. Yay. I ain't working hard enough, then. I ain't working hard enough, man. I gave y'all that 4 weeks ago. Make sure y'all hit that like button too while y'all in here. We got 120 people. We got 27 likes. Y'all doing me dirty today. He was a tall first grader. All right, so I guess y'all want to just jump into the most important part. Zeke and this damn birth certificate and all this nonsense. If you look at it, I tell you guys every week, Monet is the worst mother in the STARZ universe, the Power universe. I just say, up under the 50 Cent umbrella, Monet is the worst, and then Tasha, and then Raquel. But Monet, it takes it to another level. Everything that's messed up is because of her. Now, if she wouldn't have been going off on Diana would have never been snooping around. But Diana's already been on her case from when the drugs were stepped on. Diana found out that was Kane. When Zeke was in jail, Diana found out Monet wasn't at the house like she was supposed to be. Monet doesn't have any friends. Let's get that straight. We haven't seen Monet hang with anybody outside of Dante or when she's handling business. Now, Miss Talksbox, depending on the state that you're in, the state of Missouri, if you have their information, you can go up. Birth certificates are public record. If you have their social security number when they were born, you can go up there and ask for all of that. Birth certificate is a public record, so you are capable of getting that. But this whole thing, Diana wouldn't have been digging and trying to find out where Zeke's birth certificate is, who she's talking to on the phone, but she's going off on her. So what does Monet do? She takes a phone call from Dante. She's been getting text messages from him. If you have something this serious that you need to be hiding from the family, that needs to be on a burner phone. That never needs to be responded to or talked to inside the house. That phone needs to be away from the house. And whenever something comes up, you need to go leave to respond to that. Monet was doing this all wrong. So it's hard to believe that she could really run a drug organization as well as she thinks she could. But we know that Lorenzo was running that behind the bars. Hey, fact. Kane was upset. He didn't even care that he didn't even care that Zeke was his little brother. I mean, his brother. He just said, "Wait, I'm not the oldest son," and we're gonna jump into that too. Man, hope they have health insurance on Zeke. They need more than health insurance, man. I was about to call him a nigga. That young man, he needs counseling. He needs a lot. You're gonna need more than therapy. I'm talking about hell. Matter of fact, I could show y'all better than that because that has to be the funniest scene in Power history when they found out that Zeke was Monet's son. He's like, that wait, that's not my birthday. She's like, Jesus Christ, Zeke. Jesus Christ, Zeke. She's not your auntie, she's your fucking mom. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I think I gotta. Is this it? No, that ain't it. They gotta bear with me, man. I've been trying to piece together some stuff. Oh boy. Zeke is 23 and didn't dominate in the NCAA. That's fact. I mean, your big ass. Well, that's because y'all seen him when he was working out. He was doing all them jump shots from inside the paint. Like, Zeke, you need to expand that, bro. When you go to the league, you ain't gonna be playing a center or anything. You're gonna be playing like a 2 or maybe a small 3. All right, I cut this up. Hopefully, I cut it up enough that I don't get hit with a copyright strike. But I'm risking it for y'all because this scene is funny. Listen to all the side comments that are going on in this. That nigga Kane said, "I knew you was gonna let that nigga smash." Like, come on, dog. This is your sister. And that's why your ass ran. I feel like a fucking groupie. I knew you was gonna let that nigga in. Tariq, we raised you better than that, Diana. How about the fact that you fucking some dude named Dante? He's fucking lying. I'm sorry. Let me clarify real quick. I mean Zeke's dad. No, that wasn't my dad. That wasn't my dad. Jesus. That wasn't my dad. That wasn't my dad. Hey, when when Diana went off on Zeke for that, dog, that was the funniest shit I've seen in Power. Seriously, dude. She said, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, let me clarify real quick. I mean Zeke's dad. No, that wasn't my dad. That wasn't my dad. Jesus Christ, Zeke, that ain't your fucking dad. That's your mother. Hey, that's not my dad. That's not my dad. She said, Jesus Christ, Zeke, that's your fucking mom, man. Oh my God, dude. Zeke is the funniest nigga on Power. There's no comparing to Zeke. When Zeke talks, you can expect the funniest ever. Zeke is a little slow, but you got to understand, this man is 23 thinking he's 18. This kid is all messed up, bro. Like, so 4 years. So this nigga's 8 years old. They told him you're 4 years old. Like at 8 years old, you know how old you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I'm a little bit big to be, you know what I'm saying? You're competent at 8 years old. So what did they say? At 12, he was 8, or 16, he was 12. Like, hey, I'm a little too big to be 4 years younger than what I am. Dog. Jesus Christ, that shit is funny. Look at this nigga's face, man. That nigga Zeke said, wait, that's not my dad. That's not my dad, right, auntie? Jesus Christ, Zeke is not your fucking aunt, man. It's your mom, bro. This dude is funny as hell, man. I got to give him credit because anybody, let's be real, him acting like this is equivalent to Cuba Gooden acting like goddamn radio. This dude is fucking funny. And it gets even better. Listen to this dude, man.
What the fuck is she talking about? Look at it. Look at it. You little fucking bitch.
Hey, Monet is upset because she finally got called out. I made a poll last week on this if Monet is ever going to tell the truth. And I never put yes on there. I put no, LOL, and never. And never took over. I think it was 86% of people voted that Monet would never tell the truth. We got her to tell the truth one time here. And I tell you, this hurted her on the inside, but that has nothing compared to what Zeke is about to say. She said, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch. But listen to Zeke. This dude, every time he talks, I'm telling you, it's the funniest shit ever. It doesn't matter.
What the fuck is she talking about? Look at it. Look at it. You little fucking bitch. It's my birthday.
This ain't my birthday. this ain't my birthday.
Look at it. You little fucking bitch. It's my birthday. It's the wrong year.
This is not my birthday. It's the wrong year. Diana's looking at him like, Zeke, nigga, this whole thing is a lie, bro. This whole thing is a lie. He's like, this is not my birthday. Oh my God, I'm over here sweating because Zeke, man, I tell you, bro, he has to be the funniest guy on television right now. This isn't a comedy. The last time I read the description of Power, it told me it was a TV series / drama. Listen to Zeke. This is not drama. This is just pure comedy.
It's the wrong year. It's my birthday. It's the wrong year. They said they didn't have any weapons for an Ezekiel Crossborn in 2002. Sure had one in 98. This means your oldest son.
Dog, now listen to what everyone is saying. They just found out that Zeke isn't their cousin. Zeke is, in fact, their older brother. Monet didn't say anything about, oh, you know what I'm saying, this is my son and thing. She just said, Diana, you fucking bitch, I'm gonna kill you. The first thing Kane says is, wait, so I'm not your oldest son? Not Zeke is my brother, not my cousin? Dog, they are thinking about the wrong things. Now listen to Zeke. He even has a dumb response too.
2002. Sure had one in 98. This means your oldest son. Zeke, you're not 19. You're 23. That means I broke NCAA regulations. Lied about my age.
I broke NCAA regulations. I lied about my age. Nigga, this is your mom, bro. Your whole life, she's been telling you she's your auntie. She just told you that your dad was in prison for life and you're thinking about NCAA. The NBA is over with, bro. You were already hurt. You ain't that nice. You weren't going to go to the league anyway. That agent that came, he came to swindle you. He came in there all out of weight. He ain't have nothing for you. He ain't do nothing like professional. Zeke, you need to be worrying about your siblings. And if this guy Dante that has a half a foot bigger is really your father, and this is your mom, he said, man, I can't play in the NBA. This is gonna mess up my draft. No, the torn ACL. I mean, when you got shot in the knee, that messed up your NBA draft. Oh my God.
Sure had one in 98. This means your oldest son. Zeke, you're not 19. You're 23. But that means I broke NCAA regulations. Lied about my age. That's gonna fuck up my draft. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. You did.
I didn't lie. I didn't lie. So what you gonna do? Go up to the hey, college. I didn't lie on this birth certificate. My mom did, but you know, y'all can still let me finish out the school year. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. Dog, Zeke, every time he talks, bro.
That means I broke NCAA regulations. Lied about my age. That's gonna fuck up my draft. I didn't lie. I didn't lie. You did. You lied.
Hey, This scene right here, Monet is earning her money. Now, normally when I see Monet, let's get it straight. I love Mary J. Blige. I love her music. I don't have nothing against her, but her acting in season 1 and the beginning of season 2 was terrible. But you give her a scene where she can actually be mad. This right here showed some real hurt here. You fucking bit. Ooh, I'm gonna kill you. She acted her ass off on here. Monet, I will give her credit. This is a 10 out of 10 believable moment for Monet when it comes to power. I know a lot of people, they were giving her credit just because they were being nice. I'm kind of tough on people because I expect people to be tough on me, but she acted her ass off on this. 10 out of 10 for Monet. Oh my God. But you see when she jumped over that table, Diana was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Because she knew she got choked out in that bathroom just by saying, I didn't tell you to kill somebody. But you exposed that I've been sleeping with somebody. Well, we don't know if she's sleeping with him now, but you exposed that Zeke is my kid, and my plan was to go to the NBA, have him go to the NBA, and me take care of him. Diana knew those hands around the neck, they wasn't gonna have nothing compared to what Monet was about to do. I'm talking about, whew, Monet was about to jump across that table. If Kane wasn't there, man, it would have been over.
You've been lying us off all fucking life. I hope you had a good experience. So Zeke is your son. Yes.
Oh my God. Now, Diana, since she exposed everything, because we skipped over the part where everyone was at the dinner table snitching on everybody. I'm talking about everyone threw each other up under the bus. We jumped straight into the Zeke thing because I know that's what everyone wanted to hear and find out about this year was, when is Monet going to tell the truth? Now, Lorenzo's sitting there. So Zeke is your son. And Lorenzo was already iffy. You remember she came to talk to him about putting up the house to get that $1 million to put up for Zeke. Now, you know that right there is making Lorenzo think about everything that she's came up to him and asked about. Because you told me that million was for your nephew, but the whole time he was your son, and you were trying to put up my house, the house that I hustled for. Because you got to remember, this house was bought, I'm assuming, off of all the money that Lorenzo had before he went into prison. That's why his name is on the house, and you couldn't do nothing without him. So for Lorenzo, when he told her, you should go, that's exactly like that Contagious song. What I'm gonna do? Honey, wait my ass, hit the streets, your ass is grass. Monet was over here. She thought she was gonna be skating around, getting away with this. No, no, no. Look at all the kids. Damn, ma. That right there is funny. And guess what? She ain't got nowhere to go. Where's she gonna go? Back to Dante. That's the only place she can go. But I mean, y'all know during this episode, she actually went over Carrie's house. But it is what it is. Monet, you got exposed. Okay. You got exposed this week. Oh man. Now, another big part was the whole court case. That thing was wild. Damn, they just scored. Short middle, 64 yards. Damn. But yeah, so we're gonna get into the court case now because that was another big scene. We got the court case. Of course, we got Carrie. We got exposing the Zeke. I think the setup too to go into the house was a big part too. Oh, brother. Zeke deserves an Oscar. Man, he said this. AJ Jones said the snitch Hada family. Man, I'm telling you, they told on everybody in this house. And it all started with Tariq. Tariq exposed Monet to saying, you don't really have control over all this. You need me for this. Oh, man. Yeah, what Davis did to Carrie, it wasn't even fair. Now, we kind of know what's going on in this part here. It's just them doing their opening remarks, trying to get the jury to hear some things and see what they're going to have admissible into the court case. Jenny does have audio from Lauren walking around with the wire, but she doesn't want to release it, especially she doesn't want Tariq to be able to hear it. So the judge allows this to be released to Davis so he can hear it. Now, going through all of this, This lady right here on the jury, I like her. What she's doing is, and I respect it. What she's seeing is a young, innocent black man on the stand with an outstanding lawyer representing them. So whenever Davis talks, he talks directly to her because you have to remember in a murder case, you need all of the jurors to say guilty. If one person says innocent, they can't come to an agreement, then he's off. So that's why he's talking directly to her because this is something that she could probably relate to. Tariq could easily be her son. Tariq could be her nephew. So Davis is talking to her, and that's what you're supposed to do. That's why they have jury selection. You go in there and you pick out people who would be more on your side when it came down to it. Now, I mean, of course, you got to make sure you got the facts covered, because if not, then you know what I'm saying, they could be like Tariq did it. But he's talking directly to her, man. So we know the judge go ahead and he admits that he allows them to put in Lauren's recording there. Now Davis is like, wait a minute, we ain't know nothing about this. But that's what we spoke about earlier with them keeping Lauren hidden, just so they can't go and talk to Lauren. You know what I'm saying? They can't go up to Lauren and say, hey, we're gonna either offer you some money or we could potentially hurt your family. That's why Lauren, she's not missing, she just put up, in safety. Now, Tariq, after hearing all this in there, we know he's still at the point where he was trying to get his sister, but he took his spot back from Lauren. He's back on campus. He has an ankle monitor. There's no way he's going to be able to get her back. That's just not going to work. And even Davis, he don't give a damn. I can defend you, but as soon as those payments stop, just like I told the Tejadas, hey, I'm done. You get a public defender. Now Tariq could hire me. Will I get him off? No, but can I get this trial extended for another year? Yeah, I could probably do that. But exit Yaz stage left. Yeah, Yaz is gone. There ain't no coming back. He even told him, like, man, there ain't nothing I could do for you on this one, Tariq. You can kind of mess this thing up. I wouldn't say Davis is greedy. The reason I say Davis isn't greedy is because all of these cases that he's doing, they're high profile cases. So of course you're gonna want that money for it. And you see all the stuff that he's going through. Tariq didn't know that he was being recorded on the wire. So for Davis, he's like, damn, that's more stuff. I got to go get this damn audio recording, listen to it. And now I got to figure out how I can tell the jury that you may or may not had nothing to do with this, or you were coerced into saying it. You know what I'm saying? So Davis, he's working. He's working. And then you think about the million that they had for Lorenzo. He had to go in there and see that evidence was tampered with and there was a crooked cop on the job. So he's doing a lot of work. Then you got the Zeke thing. He got caught in the middle of the night and went up there to try to get Zeke out. That was $1 million. Then 500,000 to tell the Tejadas that, okay, your name is in here. They said this about you. They said this about you. So the man's working. I wouldn't call him greedy. The man is working. What Scorpio say? Tariq got 3 girls in love with him on that small ass campus. Well, you got to remember, Effie goes to Yale. Lauren is on campus. Diana isn't in school. So there's really only one girl on campus. Now, we don't know where exactly Stansfield is. So, I mean, it could be close to Yale, but I don't know where it is. But yeah, there's only one girl on campus. Diana got to drive like an hour up there because you remember she came and picked them up one night and it was like an hour drive, 2-hour like turnaround. Uh-oh, hold on. Hey, let's go, Hen. Touchdown. Hey, y'all, Chiefs are down 35-33. But let's get back to it because hold on. Huh? Nah, they ain't no close. Nah, on mine, we just scored. The Bills just scored. Yeah, ESPN said they just scored 35-33. Uh-oh. All right. 36-33. My bad, y'all. I am excited. Everybody I wanted to lose this weekend did. No, Lisa. Diana is not about to get pregnant. We seen Monet digging in the room and she found them condoms. So my boy Tariq is being safe out here. That's one thing I think what they're trying to do with Tariq's image, even off the show, is still trying to keep it clean. Yeah, we know he's acting, but even though he's selling drugs and killing people, he's still having protected sex. Let's go, baby. Stansfield is in Connecticut. Like the real college or what we got on here? Let's go. Who do y'all think Reek's sister is with? Well, right now, Yaz, she's with a family, and they did everything they could to put her back with a family that she actually liked. So I think she's there. But you seen what the lawyer of the state told Tariq. He told Tariq if any of this crap happens, he wants Yaz to change her last name and to move her to a place and change her whole identity so no one could find her. Because he already knew. You seen how Tasha was. Let's not overlook Tasha teaching Tariq the game when Tasha didn't even know the game. Like, Tasha, you got a little stripper selling drugs and you're moving weight through a daycare. Come on now. You trying to teach him the game. He is better off learning how to run a club. Truth. But that's the funny thing. These kids have an opportunity to be something great. Your parents, they work their butt off and they go and do other nonsense. Just like you got a club called Truth. You running for vice governor and your wife is telling you, I want you to be the biggest dope dealer of New York City. I want to teach my son the game. Read my comment I just mentioned. I don't know where you mentioned that at, Chastity. Mecca definitely knew Kane set him up. I was pointing that out because when he was talking to him, matter of fact, we're gonna continue the storyline of the courtroom, and then we'll get into the whole Mecca situation and what went on with him and the chef and everything. But yeah, so yeah, she's gonna be with another family because Ghost, he already knew that Tasha and Tariq, they're gonna be into some nonsense. Now, where they go from here, I don't know. I mean, we know Tariq is going to get off. They're not going to have season 3, Power Book 2, Tariq in lockdown where he's in jail, like doing things. Nah. So we know he's going to get off. But will he get Yaz? That's a whole nother story. We still have to figure out what happened to the company that him and Brayden are in charge of. You remember they put up that 30,000 to prove he has a job? That might be something for them to be moving the new drugs. All right, so we at the courtroom. What else happened at the courtroom? Oh yeah, so before we get into the courtroom with Carrie taking a stand, you were asking where Lauren is. Well, you remember this conversation between Sax and Jenny. Sax and Jenny, their relationship, it shouldn't be going on, especially because they're on a case against each other. That should never ever happen. But Sax, he's been digging into her. I tell you, I lost my voice cheering for that first game, but Sack's been digging in, and then he got the evidence. He seen that the gun was at the scene. It was used for Ramirez and Jabari. He also heard Lauren come in there and say that she got set up by Carrie. Now, last week, you remember Davis went over to Carrie's house and told her straight up, "You're playing a dangerous game." Now, what Carrie tried to do was try to bring it personal. And I told you guys, all these women that dealt with Davis, they knew he was married. Davis has a wife at home. He doesn't care about that. Davis is about making money. He's a lawyer. I'm pretty sure he has his money tied up to where his wife can't get done. So Davis told her she's playing a dangerous game. He said, "Oh, well," Carrie said, "Oh, like you being married? Like, Carrie, you think this is a game? I'm being dead serious. They on your ass." But in this conversation between Jenny and Sax is like, "Oh yeah, I heard the recording from Tariq's girlfriend." And she's saying, "How did you know that? Unless you let Tariq hear the recording." Now we know Tariq heard the recording. Tariq heard the recording illegally, let's say that, because Davis didn't allow him to hear it. If he did that, then he would lose all of his stuff. So the conversation between Jenny and Sax was to get the safety of Lauren. That's why Lauren is hidden now, because the flashback, it shows that the wire was actually of Tariq talking to her, running his mouth. That's one thing you aren't supposed to do. You never talk about any crimes that you committed now. Like, that's the silliest thing you can do. And of course, he was in there. Oh yeah, Brayden didn't know anything about Jabari. I told him about it. his book isn't about Tariq. I mean, about Brayden. It's about black people. Like, man, you putting yourself in this situation. Exactly. Sachs tells on himself all the time. Then when he comes up to Tariq here, he slips up and says, "Oh, Carrie's the one. Oh, my bad. I shouldn't have said that about about what happened." But we can't really blame him for that because why? Carrie, what did she do? She signed as the legal representation of Lauren. She made Lauren wear the wire. Well, she didn't make Lauren do anything. Lauren was scared and did that. Hey, what they do? Kick a field goal? What they do? No, ain't that, man. But yeah, so Sachs is running his mouth. Tariq is running his mouth. Davis is the only one keeping it solid. But Lauren, she's in protective custody until she goes up there and testifies. But we see what was the topic of the classroom today? Telling the truth. When should you tell the truth? You know? Now, if you listen closely to Tate, we know he's the influence of the whole show. He's the influence of the whole show. Without him, Tariq is locked up. We don't know if he's coming back or not. But Jenny is calling Carrie to find out where Lauren is because she hasn't heard from Lauren and Lauren didn't show up to the class. But you hear you hear Tate say, "Hmm, telling the truth. You have to ask yourself when telling the truth, will I benefit from it? Because if you don't benefit from it, Tate ain't gonna tell the truth. If that means he gotta blackmail you, whatever he gotta do, he gonna do that." But Carrie ends up leaving the room. And the reason she's the one that took the stand is because Tariq pretty much put her in a checkmate. Lauren is going to come out and say that she was manipulated. That will throw out the whole case. Will throw the case out. Um, we can see that if Jenny is good, yeah, you may have been manipulated to wear the wire, but were the conversations true? Regardless if you wore the wire and you were manipulated or not, you didn't have to sign that. You went ahead and wore that, but the conversation is still real. The conversation still happens, so it probably could be used in the court. And it really depends on the judge if he can tell the jury to disregard that conversation. But that's going to be hard to overthrow. And then uh, the only way that would work is if Davis brought her in to have her say that she was manipulated because he just exposed Carrie for being a liar and messing around with everybody. So that would work if it was on Davis's side. If Davis can get Lauren to go ahead and cooperate with them. How much money did Ghost have before he got killed? Honestly, I don't know. They ain't never gave us a number. I can try to do a video this week and find out if anybody did like a fake assessment of how much a nightclub would be in New York. Because he didn't really leave. He didn't really leave like a large lump sum. I mean, he left the kids some money. He made sure that they were going to be straight. And also they got the club. But you got to finish school for all that. And without Tariq finishing anything, we don't know if Ghost left something for Yaz since she's the last surviving kid. All right, y'all. We coming up on an hour. Come on now. Y'all can't do me like this. 405 people in here. We got 73 likes. We can get that up to 200, man. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Let's go. Run those up for me. I'm working. I'm doing it for y'all. Now, the court case. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We ain't gonna forget about that. Carrie gets the call from Jenny because hey, Lauren ain't showed up. We got to figure out what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Where's he at? I'm supposed to be looking out for. And the reason Carrie is so concerned is because she put Lauren in this situation. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for Carrie. Actually, if you think about this whole season, it's all Carrie. If Carrie wasn't messing with a student, Zeke wouldn't have got dragged into this. If Carrie didn't lie to Lauren, she wouldn't have got dragged into it. All of this is coming down to her. Monet got dragged into it. Why? Because Carrie was messing with Zeke, her son. Tariq got dragged in it even more because of Carrie running her mouth trying to get all the attention off of her. But yeah, so Tariq, he leaves also. And what he's doing is He's trying to go find Lauren because he sees how Carrie is acting and he hears her talking about the truth and people manipulating people. So he goes to go try to see where she's at. Carrie's doing the same thing because she's scared, especially when she comes out and she sees that Tariq isn't in his seat. So without Tariq in his seat, she's like, uh-oh, he went to go look for Lauren. And she already has it built up in her mind and in Lauren's mind. Tariq is a dangerous man. He gets what he deserves. She walking down the hallway. She trying to find Lauren. Knocks on their class of 2024. So let's see. 2024, they freshmen. So that means Power Book 6. I mean, not Book 6. Power Season 6 ended in 2020 because Tariq went to school right after. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, the years are a little bit off. So that means the OG Power was what, a 6-year span? Tariq was young, but in reality, they age in like a year. No. She knew Tariq left. If you watch the episode at the end, I think I got it. When she comes back out, before she says in an emergency, she looks up and Tariq's chair is empty. So she seen that Tariq was gone. That's why she went to the room to go look for Lauren. So she knew that Tariq was gone. Yeah, Blueberry. I don't know if I don't think I can believe that Carrie killed herself. Now, when we get to that part, I do have a theory, and I'm thinking it's more of this way because what Monet was wearing, there's no way possible she's doing all that. Monet ain't that strong. She's a strong black woman, but she ain't physically strong like that to loop somebody up and hang them. No. Where is he at? Oh, yeah. Carrie goes to Lauren's room to look for her because she just got that call from Jenny. Now, when she gets there, Tariq is in there. And what did he say? I'm doing the same thing as you. Thanks, Black Goliath. Salute and respect, brethren. Keep up the great work, man. I'm busting my butt, man. I'm gonna do everything I can to make these things entertaining for you and try to fill all of y'all in with details that you may have missed or passed over. I do watch these episodes maybe 2 or 3 times. Like I said, I do my recaps on them. Then I go back, watch it again, do the screenshot, and I'm also rewinding it just to make sure I heard everything that was said. So yeah, I'm definitely working for you. Thanks for that, Black Goliath. Yeah, so when she gets here, Tariq is saying, I'm doing the same thing as you. I'm looking for Lauren. Now, Lauren isn't there because we know that she's at the courthouse. She has to take the stand. So they're protecting her to make sure that Tariq can't get a hold of her, Carrie can't get a hold of her, make her change her mind. And the reason the prosecution does this, they exhaust all of their resources to protect the witness because they want to be the one that wins the case. Now she's fed. This is a federal district attorney. So for her, 98% success rate, that's with people taking pleas. That's why she was so upset with Tariq not taking the plea. Because once she took that plea, you'll do 18 months in jail. You know what I'm saying? You snitch on some people will protect you. But Tariq said no. So she's making sure Tariq can't get to any of the witnesses. And she knows that Tariq could probably talk Lauren out of getting on the stand and testifying because Lauren already said, I don't want to testify. But Jenny is holding her to that contract, even though Carrie was the one that said, hey, man, you should wear this wire. We ain't even heard from Detective Tate. Come on, we ain't heard from him. He did his job and said, I'm done with that. So when I was about to call her Monet, when Carrie gets in the room, Tariq is talking to her and he's telling her, just like the class session was about, maybe you should tell the truth this time and look out for somebody else because Tariq wants Lauren to be safe. Her getting up here snitching and stuff is not protecting her. So Carrie, she eventually gets up there, and that's where Davis tears her apart. She shows up to the courtroom. Now, I'm gonna say something. If I had to testify, I've never taken the stand and pointed nobody out. I've never said anything to incriminate anybody. But listen, I want y'all to type a 1 if you agree, a 2 if you disagree. If I had a court date and I had to go up there and testify on a case that was dealing with a co-worker along with a cop, and I had to go there midday to testify. I'm not going to work. Would you guys go to work at a college and then drive all the way down to no, 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 no. I'm telling the dean, hey, bro, I'm going to trial today. I'm not going to be in. That's it. She went to class. She's in there trying to teach something. Worried about where Lauren at. I ain't going to school. Forget that. She's showing up. And now she got a lie to Jenny. And Jenny was upset too. Why are you just now telling me that? Why? Like, Carrie, what the hell is wrong with you? I would have went up there. I'm going to tell you straight up like this. They would have been like, Mo, we need you to testify on. Let's say Tariq came up to me, Mo, we need you to, you know what I'm saying, testify and say you know something instead of Lauren. Hey, Tariq, you a funny guy, man. Good luck to Lauren. She wore that wire. You need to go talk to her, snitch yourself. Oh, man, them foods in one, man. Damn Kansas City. Oh, well. But yeah, I'm not going to work. Hey, boss, Dean. You know, the Dean's already iffy on her because she fumbled at the memorial dinner. So I would have told her, man, just take off. Don't even come to class. We'll pay you. But come on now. Tariq would have been taken out in real life. Now, Carrie gets up here and she tells her story. But look at the black lady. I told you, this juror right here, we're going to call her juror number 6. Juror number 6 is listening to Carrie like, yeah, you sound like you lying on this young black man. He ain't did nothing like, look at his face. She's like, yeah, Carrie, you look like you lying. All of a sudden, we in trial and now they bringing your name up? Yeah, I don't believe that. I do not believe that. Tariq low-key the boss over Monet now. I say he has power over Monet, but Lorenzo's the actual boss, especially within that household. But she gets up here, Carrie starts telling her story, and this is where Davis gets up here and tears her apart. You see young Diana in the courtroom also, but it's Davis's turn. And what does Davis do? He goes up there and shows the credibility of Miss Carrie Milgram, and he's exposing her. So on this case, the same gun that was used to kill your co-worker was used to kill a cop. Now, you were sleeping with Jabari, correct? Yes. Because you get on that stand, you can't lie. Now, you were sleeping with one of the students on campus too, Zeke. Yes. And you were sleeping with me, right? Davis had to throw that in just to say you had a relationship with me. She's like, that's a long time ago. He said, no. This is yes or no. When I ask a question, it's yes or no. 1 for yes or 2 for no. It's just that simple. There ain't no explanation. Did we have a relationship in the past? Yes. Davis, he retracts the statement because he knows that the judge wasn't going to allow, you know what I'm saying? He was just throwing that out there to show people she ain't really credible. She's sleeping with everybody. And he said that's why they call him Freaky Zeke. This Asian dude right here, man, he started cracking. No, he's like, ha ha ha. He must like Freaky Zeke. He must be watching the Stansfield basketball game. Like, this boy Zeke can play. All right, y'all. Hey, we really going in tonight. I'm gonna open up the call lines and probably not the call line. I'm gonna put the link in here in probably 10-15 minutes so we could bring people in. But we're gonna jump into the we're gonna do a little more things. But we just reached the highest that I ever had on the stream. We got 500 people in here, man. Thank y'all for joining in. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button for the stream. We got 500 people with 150 likes, man. That don't sound right. But we just hit that hour. Now we going into the real power hour. So we about to really start jumping into stuff and exposing it. Now, Davis is up here and he's exposing Carrie. Oh, yeah, Carrie, she's not a credible source. She's doing all this to protect herself. You heard her say she would do everything to protect her students. But what did she do? She slept with Zeke. That's not putting the student in safety. She made Lauren testify. That's not putting the kid in safety. And you look at Jenny's eyes right here. I caught her at this perfect moment because I wanted to show y'all. Look at her. She's like, damn, I didn't got Carrie up here. But the reason this happened is because Jenny wasn't being a good prosecutor. Carrie should have told you this stuff earlier. And if she told you she would testify, hey, judge, I need some time because I got a new witness coming forward. Can we get time to prepare for this, to bring her up there so she could coach Carrie on what could potentially go on? Just like you hear Davis saying, Tariq, you need to tell me everything before we go in there so I don't have to try to fix stuff. That would have been the same thing Jenny would have told Carrie. But Carrie got up there lying, trying to freestyle it, and she got exposed. And the last thing Davis told her is, "Oh yeah, you won't be working at Stansfield no more. Not after this. Not after this. Not after it came out that you didn't slept with a kid. No, 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 no. And you didn't slept with the head detective. So you doing anything to protect yourself, man, man, man." When Davis said that, I thought he was about to say even Mo got some of that. You remember the second semester of 2021? Yeah, well, no, we in 2020 right now. It was 2019. Yeah, second semester. I think it was like February 4th. Me and Monet, we went up there and I went over to Carrie's room. We still haven't seen the blowback from Zeke sleeping with Gary Milgram from the school. Well, there's not going to be any blowback, not for Zeke at least, because he's the student. Now, this right here would be a lot of controversy going around the whole school. You got to think about everything that's going on in the school that's getting exposed with this trial here. We had a badge of a cop that was killed with a gun that killed a teacher. That's two things there. We got drugs on the campus. We got a teacher sleeping with a student. We got a student with a fake birth certificate. That is five things. Oh, and not to mention, we got a alleged murder on campus, and we got a teacher sleeping with. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff going on in Stansfield. I wouldn't be surprised if the NCAA said, you know what, hey, y'all done with sports this year until y'all can get this under wraps, because this school is. It'll be hard for this school to bounce back. F Jenny, because she knows Tariq is not the shooter, and that's why Davis demolished her. Yeah. Um, I don't know if they really know who the shooter is. We know Kamal Tate is the one that's been the drive behind all this. He's the one that told them to look at Tariq, which opened up the whole situation of taking the audio recording from Lauren to make them go look in the room. Let me see. Tariq actually wrote the story, not Jabari. Well, let's be clear. Tariq lived the story. Jabari wrote the story. When you look in the credits, it's not going to say written by Tariq James St. Patrick the 17th. It's going to say Jabari Reynolds in love and memory. Hey, I mean, Carrie should have died a slow, painful death. Well, we don't really know how she died when we jump into that scene. So here's my theory. I'm gonna get onto that theory. After the little dinner date that blew up on everybody and everyone got to snitching, Monet goes straight to Carrie's house. Now, this scene, what do we see? She comes up. What did the dean do? Look, the dean, can you come in a little early tomorrow? I would have told Dean, no, I can't. I got to go talk to the prosecutor. Hey, at this point, I'm not dealing with school, because what is it? What is the dean telling her to come in tomorrow? To resign. I would resign before I even told the dean, oh no, I'm pulling my resignation. I'm done. There's nothing I can do. That's public document. The court record shows that I slept with a child. I slept with the head investigator. I slept with the lead defense attorney. So the dean is trying to get her to come in and resign pretty much, or fire her, or tell her to let you go. But I'm resigning. I'm getting me a severance package. Y'all not about to fire me and put me out with nothing. Monet shows up. And of course, what does Zeke do? 24-year-old Zeke, 23-year-old. Can I see you? Monet, my mama. The whole time I thought she was my auntie, but she my mama. And now I can't go to the NBA. Carrie probably responded back, oh yeah, you can come see me. I'm already in enough shit. But Monet shows up. Now, the conversation between Monet and Carrie, this has me with two theories. Well, I got three ways that this could have ended. Monet is saying how much she loves Zeke. And as long as Carrie is alive, Zeke is never going to come back to her. She's always going to go to Carrie. Now, they cut the scene and it goes into, saying we end up seeing Tariq and them. But the last thing we see is when Zeke comes in. Now, when Zeke comes in, my theory is when Zeke comes in, he sees the body hanging. You got to understand what Monet was wearing. There's no way I don't know what she's hung up on, so it has to be like a raptor or something. I mean, unless she has an upstairs, I don't know what she's hanging off of. So I'm assuming there's an upstairs and she like went over the rail. But if not, I'm thinking Monet, what she did was she told Carrie, this is what's going to happen. You don't have any other option. You've been sleeping with Zeke and you're going to get exposed. So I can see Monet, to try to keep her hands clean, having Carrie write a fake suicide note and hanging herself. Because I couldn't see Mary Monet with all of this on, throwing up a damn rope or a scarf or something, pulling her up in some heels, Gucci belt buckle. There's no way that Monet was strong enough to do this unless it was over a rail. And if there was no fight between this, like nothing looks messed up in the house. So my theory is Monet had her commit suicide, make it look like a suicide, or she was going to kill her, and she probably took the suicide. I mean, I don't know, but that's my theory. We're going to see throughout the week if they release any clips, or I'm sure they're going to give us an investigation of how Carrie died. All this is going to do, Monet's probably said, bitch, it's either you hang yourself or I shoot you. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, if Monet killed her, that's just going to be more attention that's brought to this case. And it's like, okay, who could it be? Because Kane could get thrown, his name could get thrown in it. So it had to be a suicide by Carrie. This is the only way to keep Monet and Zeke and everybody out of this. So she had to tell Carrie, you got to kill yourself, or, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm thinking. AJ, exactly. It had to be at gunpoint or something. There's no way Mary J. Blige, aka Nene Stewart, aka Monet Tejada, pulled up. And what y'all see she in, I'm talking about high fashion. You know she had some heels on. That's one thing Monet ain't never gonna get caught slacking into some heels. She came in here with a mink on. I'm talking about done up, hair down. So it had to be something that Monet told her, hey, you gotta go ahead and off yourself now. Come on now. Do it. Do it. Now the setup though, we're gonna get back to this Grand Theft Auto setup. What they did here, they put together a plan. Now, is it believable? No, but Tariq put together a plan. He put together one of them Go St. Patrick plans, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He came in, he got everybody together. He brought them in. All right, y'all, listen up. We need to rob the plug. The whole time Kane's hearing this, like robbing Mecca, he has an assassin. I don't know if y'all know there's an assassin that works over there at the plug's house, and he be cooking sushi and he be slitting throats. We can't compete with that. And also, they got a lot of guns over there. It's just us. But Tariq tells him, hey man, use them GTG members, them knuckleheads, that little guap. You know what I'm saying? Get all them fools. I don't know how many people are left in GTG. You remember Kane went in there, and that's how Little Guap worked for Kane. Because they went in there and they cleared out that warehouse. Now, they may have killed 2 or 3 people, and then he told Little Guap, you got to work for me or you're dead now. But I don't know how that worked. But the whole plan is to keep everybody occupied. Monet's plan is to keep Lorenzo occupied. Tariq is going to keep Diana occupied. Who else did they have? Oh, and Kane would do Mecca. So everybody had them something to do. And Effie and Brayden, they were going to go in there with this little, you know what I'm saying, white privilege and schoolgirl act. Did it work? Yeah. Is it believable? I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all to y'all face right now, no, it's not believable. But that's the thing about TV shows. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's believable or not. We've seen it happen. Now, they put this play in plan. No, they put this play into play. But they need to get Drew on board. And the only way Drew is going to get on board is how? If he can be the one to pull the trigger on our boy, Little Guap. Now, Little Guap, he was acting real weird this week. I'm looking at him, but then again, we have to think he is the same guy. Tariq has his ankle bracelet on. You can see it right here. Now, if you listen when they're in the meeting, Kane tells him, hurry up before your little bracelet goes off. So he still has it on. You got to understand, when you have those ankle monitors on, you're allowed to go certain places, but you can't, like, If Tariq goes into this coffee shop, when they go back and check the cameras, if they wanted to, he gave some money. He did go into the back, but he wasn't there long enough for them to say, hey, man, what was you doing out there? You know what I'm saying? Because this is in between him going back and forth to Davis's office. Effie watched YouTube. Now, she didn't watch enough YouTube to disable it. Because remember, she said she had to watch more YouTube. And for a kid with double homicide, if that thing was disabled, these new ankle monitors, oh man, they going straight to your PO office. So I mean your PO cell phone now. They tracking that thing 100% of the time because they can easily call you up. Now I don't know what the stipulations is. Probably I don't think he had any drug tests. I think his was just school, court, home, and Davis's office. But he asks Diana, will you come to court tomorrow? Be nice to see a friendly face. And of course, what she do? Like a groupie, like her mama said. Okay, Tariq, of course I'll be there. Now she in there looking around, all sad. Yo, what up, gaming? What up, gaming? Granny, thanks for that $1. I could feel Monet anxiety when Diana exposed her. Well, this been built up. Her and Diana, they've been going at it for a while. It was it was bound to happen. Now, when we get to the plan, we seen the breakdown. They released the exclusive clip of the disagreement between the chef and Mecca. And that's when we found out that the chef didn't really have all that power. I was assuming that he may have been a co-partner or something, but it turns out he wasn't nobody but just a worker. Power went out. And so I know people were asking me, what room was he coming out of? Because you remember the chef came out and he said, what are you doing back there? I told you to stay from there. Well, there's that diamond ring in there he bought for Monet. So he doesn't want anyone to see that. Kane seen it though when he stuck his head in the door. Now you remember he stuck his head in while Mecca was on the phone with Monet. So he's seen the ring. Now I don't know if he's seen inside of it, but he's telling the chef, get out of here. And then the power goes out. Hey, Kane, that's your job. Did I fucking ask Kane? Go do it. So the chef, I was wrong. He didn't have as much power as I thought he did. I thought the chef was a bad man. He's the silent partner of Mecca. Man, he's the silent partner that gets treated like a man. Look at him. Damn, man. I thought we was cool, man. I've been with you this long. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you treat me. Hey, kickback art. 671 in the chat. New high. Oh, we at 696. And y'all got me at 200 likes. Damn. All right. I mean, I respect it. Y'all in here with me. I rock with y'all. But hit that like button. I'm about to open up the stream. So if you want to call in, get ready. What is it? 7:30, well, 10:30 Eastern. I'm gonna open up the stream yard so y'all can come in and you can tell me what you think about the show. What are some of your predictions? Oh yeah, we at 700 now. But yeah, so after this, the guy, so Mecca gets a phone call. This was funny to me. Mecca gets a phone call. Hey, boss, we in a shootout right now. Mecca's like, what are you talking about? This dude is getting shot at, and he's on the cell phone calling Mecca. If you don't put that cell phone down, pick up them guns, and get to work. It's GTG members that came in here, people. GTG members. People that came in and eliminated 1/4 of their whole crew by itself. They came in with pistols. I'm talking about pistols. And look what these drugs are sitting at. They're just sitting in front of the like, put these things up. They ain't organized or nothing. But these gang members off the street came into what should have been a guarded warehouse. There's no way they should even made it into this warehouse. Someone should have been outside. Hey, man, we got some young Hispanic looking dudes coming up. They don't look like they got any planes or any money, but they got some pistols. They come in here and they ramshack everything. They lay down all of Mecca's men. We seen last week, Mecca's men were highly trained. This man came in with some Timbs on. They both got Timbs on. You telling me that these two knuckleheads came in with pistols and some Timbs. This one got his pants tucked in, his boots, and they came in and they just wore y'all out. They wore y'all out. That y'all want me to believe that? Y'all want me to believe that? They on the phone. Mecca, we need help, man. They own us. Dog, they laying them out, man. This is just ridiculous. Now, if you watch my recap, the tie between this and the OG power, what did they do to let Tommy into the house? Same thing Kane did to let them in the house. Leave the back door unlocked. Now the power is out. So nothing's going on in here. The power is out. And what did he do? He left the back open. Because that's what you got to do. Anything is possible in this episode. Yeah, anything is possible. Anything is possible. GTG is literally all high school students left. Yeah, like there ain't no way I'm believing that they came in there. The GTG Instagram squad. Yeah, I'm sure somebody was in there. Yeah, we live, baby. We live. Where's it at? Mecca's cold-blooded. That's the second person he killed that was close to him. What I'm thinking happened in that situation. Now, yeah, we'll jump to that part just so we can stay on him. Where's it at? What I'm thinking went on here is Mecca. He's still trying to figure out what he's doing with Monet and if that relationship is going to work and actually last. I don't know why, but Dante, you're successful. You're getting into these wars for nothing. So what he thinks is the chef is the mole. But if you listen to what he says to Kane is you really don't know anybody. They can really flip on you. I think he killed the chef just to kill the chef because he's still trying to keep Kane on his side to do something. I don't think he really thought that the chef was the mole. From the last conversation that he had with Kane, that's what I'm not believing that. So I don't know, man. It's tough to decide because at this point we don't really know what Mecca he wants to do, man. He's starting to become unpredictable. And Kane, he just spawned around him. But you know, Kane was shook this whole episode when he seen the chef die. He's like, damn, that's the second time someone's throat then got slit in front of me. But this time it's the throat slitter's throat that's getting slit. Pause. If Mecca killed Kane, him and Monet never gonna happen. I mean, that's tough. I really don't know because he's still trying to get close to Zeke. And at this point, Kane ain't really close to close to Monet, especially after what they found out. So that's a hard one. That could go either way. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how I could put that into. I don't know. I need one more episode before I can decide if Mecca kills Kane. How would that happen with Monet? Because realistically, right now, there's not going to be a Monet in Mecca. Well, Monet and Dante. Where we at? Miss V, thank you for that $5. The chef was collateral damage. Mecca knows Kane was the mole. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't think he really thought that the chef was the one doing all this because Kane is starting to ask more questions. Kane is popping up. Kane stuck his head in the room while he's on the phone. Like, this is your boss, Mecca. It should be, hey boss, can I come in? Or hey boss, we need you out here. Not no, just open the hey boss. We got and Mecca said, get your ass out of here. Mecca go use that Rocky chick on Kane. Hey, Rocky is sexy. Now I think she got a Gucci belt on too. You know, just because we assassins don't mean we don't walk around in designer and all the latest fashion. Chef might have put in an application to join GTG or MySpace. You never know, man. That whole GTG thing, man. But that was the plan, though. They go do this so to keep their hands clean. Now everyone's gonna have an alibi. Hopefully it pans out. But at this point, Mecca told y'all he's hunting. So at this point, I'm not trusting anybody. All I'm telling you, Kane, is if you want to stay part of this organization, you need to stay close. Now with the setup, how they were doing this, they got Brayden. The scene with these two, I said it when I seen the exclusive clip. I said Brayden and Drew together is going to be a funny combination. These are the two most unexpected two to be together. They get in the car, Brayden talking about, hey man, you think we're going to be done with this by 8:00? Because I got to turn my mama's van back in. He's like, nigga. And then at the end, when they were doing the getaway, Brayden's in there behind the minivan wheel talking about, hey, where's little Guap at? Nigga, drive. The hell where little Guap is? He ain't cool with us. Drive this mother. Now, they do the setup. Brayden comes in the front door. He's talking to the security, using his white privilege. Hey, man, I'm an e-gamer. That's an electronic gamer, someone that plays online. He's saying, y'all got to get this power on, or man, that's y'all ass. So the dude runs back there and he does it. But they actually get in there. Now, the security guard, that little scene with her in Effie, if I'm a security guard, I'm like, first of all, what are you doing down here in this school outfit? Like, there's no schools downtown. Why are you here and the power's off? She's like, oh, my grandma. All right, I'm gonna call the police. She said the phones are off. I would have said, well, damn, it looked like your grandma's out of order. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing for her. I don't have my CPR card. And you better make sure you got that CPR card on you, because if you do CPR on somebody and you break a lung or they die, the family can sue you, even though you were trying to help. I know it sounds bad, but most of the time it's best to not help somebody if they need CPR unless you're sure what you're doing. But a lot of times you crack people's ribs. If you're doing CPR right, you should be applying enough pressure that you could potentially crack ribs. I actually need to redo my CPR card. Let me get back on the story. Now, I would say, hey, well, I'm going to turn the power on because that's my job. It'd be best for you to go outside and go next door to call somebody to get the police up here. There's nothing I can do for you. Now, little Guap, and then she got locked in the room. That was just silly there. Drew's going up the stairs with little Guap. She's over here trying to lock her in a little room. Right now, we thinking Carrie was set up in the suicide. We don't think Monet killed her. Speaking of Drew, it seems to me that it's like he feels a thing. He gets some type of power from brutally off of these foods. Well, what Drew is doing is building his street cred. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like when you speak of Drew, I mean, I thought he was gay. Man, Drew may be gay, but he killing people. That boy got that clout. You know, if you got some bodies up on you, it don't matter what you are. They gonna respect it. They respect the killers. But yeah, so this whole scene with Drew, and I always tie in all other movies. Little Guap gives Drew a grill. Now, this isn't a real gold grill or anything. This looks like something you get off of Etsy or off of Amazon, maybe eBay, that you just like, they ain't even molded to your teeth or nothing. Now, I got I got removable grill, but mine's real gold. This stuff is just some regular things. But what Drew says is, oh, you know I'm next in line. He has that power. So when you were asking, does Drew get something out of offering these foods? They know and respect him. You hear Little Guap say, I heard you're next in line to take over Lorenzo's organization. I ain't think y'all were really out here, but you're doing it. Because he was up under Kane. But even though he's up under Kane, Kane is still going to be up under Drew if this goes how Lorenzo wants. Lorenzo step down, Drew take over, Kane would be up under. So Drew tells him, thanks for the grill, but the money was already mine because you got to pay. Whoever's at the top, you got to pay him. But this leads into, oh my goodness, this leads into young Drew. We seen Drew at the kitchen table with the chicken wing, they partying and stuff. This food, hey, if you gonna pull that thing out, you got to use it. You guys to use it. All that talking and stuff. Little Guap was like, oh man, I didn't think you would like that. He knocks the gun out of his hand. Like, come on, Drew. As soon as he turned around, it should have been choo choo choo. He kicks Drew's ass down the stairs. They over here wrestling and stuff. All that talking. Y'all know in every movie, whenever the bad guy catches the good guy, they got him tied up. Ooh, man, I'm gonna kill you when I get loose. No, you're not, because I'm just gonna kill you. All that talking. It's been years, man. I've been trying to get at you, and now the time is finally right, and we're gonna make things happen. No, all that talking, you cut it out. The fight was extremely weak. If I'm little, but we got to understand, Little Guap was under, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what he was in there snorting. It could have been heroin, it could have been coke, could have been some pills. So he's high right now. And you see how he was acting. I think that's what they were trying to show us. He's like, man, Drew, I ain't know y'all was out here like that. When we go up there, I got your back. So he understood what was going on, but his reaction time, I'm thinking of it as him being a little bit high. And that's why he had a delayed reaction time. Oh, yeah. And Drew hits him one time. He's like, oh, my shoulder. Hey, this ain't the time to be grimacing, bro. You need to get out there. Better get out, get up, and do something. But people were asking, Little Guap dropped the gun. So that's another thing. You see the gun, no gloves, no gloves. The gun gets dropped all the way down the stairwell. Will that come back and bite him? I don't know, but I'm gonna remember this because someone's eventually gonna find this gun. Will it come back and hunt Drew? I don't know. They could make a storyline out of that for season 3. Hey, why was there a gun? Why was Drew Tejada's? I don't know. That's something. But people were asking me, where did he put the body at? If you watch right at the end of the scene, though, they look up at the trash chute after he chokes him out because they've been there before, and that's when Zeke ended up getting shot. If you look right at the end, there's a trash chute here. Now the power is off. There ain't no telling how long the power is going to be off. So that body could be in there stanking because I don't think they're going to be able to lift up the garage to let a trash truck come in there. So I'm assuming Little Guap is going to be down in the damn dumpster. Okay, yeah, he did pick the. See, I never seen him go down there, so I just assumed that he left it. But he did have the gun in there because the chef was in there walking around. His ass was scared. Okay, someone's in here. What the F? Man, you just shot damn. I mean, you just choked out a dude. You committed now. You gotta pull that trigger on whoever's in there. Where's that at? Yeah, it's like I don't be getting that. They'll commit one crime and then, oh man, someone's in here, Kane. Man, you better come out that thing blasting. You got the silencer on there. You better make sure you hit him though, and don't talk to him. Cause we heard you talking to Little Guap, and Little Guap got on your ass. Yeah, so y'all got me excited. The power was back on when Kane came back. Shit, man. When I seen this, I started this whole thing on power because I like the action. I seen the action. The hell with that power. The hell with the power being on. There was some action going on. I would have got rid of the chef right then and there, but it would have looked suspicious for Mecca. The reason Mecca killed the chef is because he thought that the chef was the mole. Well, that's what they're making it seem to us. But I'm thinking he knows that it's probably Kane doing all this because they said it was GTG guys. And who does GTG work for? They work for Kane. So I don't know, man. This storyline, they always try to throw us off with a little curveball. Exactly. He's in a room full of ammunition, but he couldn't be too crazy with it though. Like he's not gonna pull this gun off the wall and get to shooting. They still got to make it about it here. When somebody hears these non-silenced guns, especially an AR going off, oh yeah, they calling the police somehow, some way. Mecca done killed 2 innocent soldiers. Man, Mecca don't care who he killing. He's killing everybody, and I mean everybody. I feel like Kane getting the pass from Dante because he's Monet's son. I think so also. And then another thing, you see the relationship between Kanan and Tariq. He was giving Tariq more passes than he did Shine, just for the simple fact that Mecca sees a little bit of him in Kane. He knows Kane wants to be in the game, and Kane is doing everything he can to prove himself. So for him to look at Kane and say, okay, man, this kid, he's doing his thing. He is my baby mama's son. So it is what it is. He's looking at it like how Lorenzo is trying to settle up with Drew. Mecca's probably thinking, I can't have my son in the dope game because he's gonna go hoop. But I can bring in Kane. Inspire said, not that they're making it seem that way. They're clearly showing us Mecca spared Kane because he doesn't want to mess up things with Monet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's that way, but you never know with the show, man. He could do that, or he could be planning something. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Kane and just say something happened. Because if Kane starts to piece things together, he's seen a ring in there, and now what happened? If Kane finds out Mecca's name is Dante, he's gonna notice that ring, and now he's bringing up everything and tying it all together. Because right now he doesn't know that Mecca's name is Dante. Maybe Dante plans on getting out the life and rid of all those loose ends before he makes it official with Monet. Um, that's the thing. It would be very easy for Dante to get out of the game. He's a successful person with moving freight and stuff throughout the, throughout the Middle East. He has bread. This drug game is just something on the side. That's why he wasn't really worried about like getting work when Mecca had work. But what did he do? He got it from Kane because Kane wanted to prove his loyalty to him. So in return of giving him the work that his mama got, Kane is saying, hey, look, this is the kind of work I can bring to you. You start putting work on top of it. All the drugs that were in the warehouse, that was Mecca's. So Mecca already had bread. He's just doing his dope game on the side. He could easily clear himself up right now if he wanted to. I could see that. Kane is bait. Yeah. Raina got adopted by Tasha. No, Raina dead. There ain't no coming back for no Raina. Mecca could always plant the chef body on Kane. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of bodies they got to clean up, though, when you think about it. Inside that warehouse, wherever this warehouse is, they have security. I'm sure they probably heard, man, there's a lot of shooting going on in there. And whoever the on-duty guard was, he said, man, all I got me is this 6-shooter revolver. I'm not checking that out. I'll wait till the shift change. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that ring is nice. That ring is nice. But Davis got it now. I don't know how much it costs, man. What is that? Is y'all know more about stones than me? What is that? A ruby, a sapphire? What is that? What is that? Is it a diamond? Is it a birthstone? But Davis is like, fence this. Shoot, I'm sure Davis can send that overseas somewhere. I really want to know how much connections does Davis have? Like, how much pull does he really have within this law area? Sapphire and diamonds. Okay. I'm gonna try to figure out how much that ring is worth because he owes what 250,000, 500,000. Mecca went all out. I really don't understand Mecca's love for Monet, man. It's over with, brother. It's over with. He said a conflict diamond. Hey, when he heard that, he was like, "Whoa, is this legit?" Conflict diamond. That ring going to get Davis killed and it's going to link back to Tariq. Could link back to Tariq or it could link back to Dante. We don't know where he got it from, but that would be interesting if they did a storyline on that. I mean, it would go. I think Davis would have to carry on into like Tate's series in order for that to go on because we really don't need that inside of this story. We already got enough drama going on with the whole Tejada family and trying to deal with Tariq. Monet only cares about Zeke. She don't care if Mecca has Kane. She's heartless. Exactly. And like I said in that video I did December 13th, where I gave y'all the ages. She treats she treats Zeke differently than everybody. He's allowed to go to school. He's not, you know what I'm saying? She's treating him like he's supposed to be a regular kid. Everyone else, they in the dope game. All right, it's 7:30. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in here. You got to be on camera, man, and y'all know the rules. Don't wild out and be respectful in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link. We're gonna get a couple of people in here. Zeke is slow though. Make sure you're on your camera. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that link at the top for you all if I can get to it. Everything is going slow. Oh man, we got 833 people. Hey, while I'm getting this link and stuff put up there, come on, y'all, hit that like button. 800 people in here. We got 293 likes. Y'all can give me the 400. Let's push for 500 though. Let's push for 500. Y'all know I'm out here. I'm working for y'all. Message pin. Did it go up there? Oh man. There's a lot going on this week. We ain't even talk about Sweat. Sweat over here. Brayden bringing in his old homeboys. They ain't got nothing going on. Let me grab my headset. Diana gonna be first. I saw a preview for episode 9, Monet and Dante. Oh yeah, I got the preview for episode 9. I got that too. We're gonna do that. That's the last thing we do is we break down the trailer for the next week. Y'all know I got y'all. Zeke had a hell of a day in this episode. You got to remember Zeke also that day he was at the police station. He was snitching. And Monet's talking about y'all be quiet. Zeke is upstairs resting. Let me know if the audio was good. Let me see. Add the stream. What's going on, Sensei?
Yo, what up, bro? What's cracking?
What's going on, brother?
Chilling, man. I just got to watching that Bills and Kansas City Chiefs game.
Oh,
Crazy
man.
ending. Hell of a.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I watched the first half and then jumped on here, man. But nah, I'm from Kansas City. I didn't want to see him win.
Oh man, it was a good weekend for football. Yo, first of all, man, let's talk about Kane, man. Kane at the dinner table. This nigga's so like jealous, right? Can I say that? This dude's so jealous, right?
Yeah.
He goes, I'm not your oldest son. I'm like, yo, everything that happened, and that's like your main question, man. That's Achilles' heel, man. I don't know if like he wasn't like hugged enough as a kid or what, but dude just like mad, like insecure about his position.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That whole scene was funny. No one was worried about the only person that was worried about Monet being Zeke's mom was Diana. Kane talking about, wait, I'm not your oldest son. Zeke talk about that's not my dad. That's not my dad. I can't go to the NCAA. Like, bro.
Yeah, Zeke was already dumb as a doorknob, but even Diana was like, even Diana got frustrated. I was like, yo, Diana said it off though, but that was a good like only action-filled episode, but it had a lot of like building pieces. I feel like. So
yeah. So what you think is going to happen with the family in this situation going on? Is you think Diana and Monet are ever going to be on good terms moving forward?
I don't know, man. Well, somebody got to die. So when that person dies, it's gonna bring like it got to bring the family together to get back or whatever. I'm not sure. Somebody in the family got to die. Somebody
So in the Tejada family, you saying someone going to die?
yeah.
If,
All of them ain't gonna make it out.
like
And
I said, I
bring
did
the
it.
family back together. So
Like I said, I broke it down this week with 5 characters they thought would die. But out of everyone in the family, who would you put your money on? I don't think Monet is going to be gone. Like the story needs to keep Monet in it.
I think Diana might take it, man.
Diana.
Yeah. Everybody close to Tariq dies. Like Diana might end up taking her.
What would be a way you think Diana would go out? Like what storyline would make it so that Diana would be in that position to disappear? Because right now she's actually helping Tariq out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she is, but Effie over there now too.
I think Effie's issue is really going to be with Lauren. We've seen how they were at the end, and Diana and Effie, they may have a problem, but I don't think that she's going to do anything. If anything, I think Effie would try to hurt Lauren more, just because Tariq was saying, "Oh, she's not a snitch." You know what I'm saying? She cool.
She might try to hurt Lauren, or Diana might try to like, or somebody might try to get at Lauren once Effie lets it out that she was the witness, because she knows now. She could tell Kane. That could be the thing, like, you know what I'm saying, that links it. She could very well tell Kane, because there's already like hints at Kane and Effie. So she might let the cat out of the bag, or she might tell what's homeboy name, white boy, and he might let the cat out of the bag. It was a good episode.
Brayden.
Yeah, Brayden. Yeah, it was a solid episode, man. I'm interested to see what happens next with Davis, and because I feel like there's a lot to his story there too. And Mecca gonna need a lawyer eventually, or they have to cross paths eventually.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that Davis already has his hands tied. I don't think they're gonna have him and Mecca like meet up. It had to be like a different lawyer.
You know, you're inside Davis's hands, showing the money, man. That would be like.
That's true, but if Mecca needed a lawyer, whatever he's doing, it may be a conflict of interest just because he's representing Zeke, he's representing Tariq. So all that's going to be tied in together. I don't know if I understand if they did do that, because it's like, all right, we already got Method Man in here. Let's keep using his character. But that story would be like, damn, he got like all the top cases in New York that are dealing with a murder of 2 people.
Yeah, they're gonna look at it crazy, but we'll see what happens, man. The camp is hot, so we'll see what happens next. But I feel like episode 9 would be like, and I think Monet might connect the dots. See, because that chick, she knows who Mecca Hitter is because she's seen her. She's seen her
Yeah,
before.
she's seen him
She
in the
was
car.
driving that car. So if she sees her like rolling out, you know what I'm saying? Because Mecca and Larenz are working, she might connect it.
The only thing is, she still doesn't know that Dante is Mecca though. So she may have seen the lady, but Lorenzo knows
The
that
lady.
Rocky. Yeah, so that, I mean, that could do something. But at this point, he kicked her about the house. So I don't.
And in the end of episode 7, I know I gotta go at the end of episode 7, Lorenzo phones go off with Rocky texting saying it's done. And then right after you see
Dante
texting Monet. So I'm like, all right, let's see how they connect that. But yo, thanks for doing what you're doing and breaking on the show and building a community and all that, fam. And I'm gonna let somebody else jump on here, bro.
All right, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for joining, man.
All right, I subscribed. I'll be tuned in.
All right, bro. Thank you. All right, Kofi, you up next. Let me see. Where you at? What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, man? First time on the show.
What's going on, man? What you think about episode 8?
Yo, man, I only got a few words to say, bro. Diana chose violence, dog. I'm not even crying. When I say she wanted to smoke, and it was a whole barbecue up in there. Like, dang, she put it out all on the table. Now I'm thinking how this is gonna. Now I pretty much think everybody's gonna put their cards on the table now. And I've seen the preview for episode 9. I don't know who's in Tariq's room with the gun. I'm thinking some people have been saying online might be Mecca or Lorenzo. I'm thinking that's Brayden about to go out and smoke either Zeke or any of those dudes, you know, because Kane, if you remember in the promo, Kane did say, "You still got the strap I got," right? So they might be pulling the drive-by soon.
Yeah,
so,
but I think that when I get done with all the people that get on the live, I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna show episode 9. I don't know, man. I was trying to look at that hand. It was a black. It looked like a black leather jacket, and we've been seeing either Lorenzo or Tariq in it. Now, I'm thinking it might be. I mean, not Tariq, Lorenzo or Mecca. I'm thinking it might be Mecca, just for the simple fact that he could probably be coming to Tariq like, "Hey, man, did you have something to do with me getting robbed?" You know what I'm saying? Something along that sort.
Yeah. And then I got another theory. I don't think Carrie killed herself. I'm thinking Monet offed her and made it look like a suicide. So my thing with that is, does that bring more heat on Tariq? Because, you know, 2 professors at Stanfield get off, and everybody's going to be looking at him with the side eye. Like, Jabari gone from season 1, and now Carrie's gone, and now everybody. And it just seems like what Jenny said, everybody that gets close to Tariq gets dead. So do you think maybe that brings more heat on him?
That's what we were talking about earlier. We were trying to figure out which way we could go with it. I'm thinking that it was a forced suicide, for the simple fact that if you look at what Monet is wearing, there's no way she's like hanging her up, throwing a rope over, picking her up. So I'm thinking she probably had Carrie write either a fake, you know what I'm saying, suicide note and kill herself, or, you know what I'm saying, because she had a gun or something. Because if it comes out that somebody killed Carrie, then yeah, it's going to bring more attention with everything that's already going on the campus. So for Monet to say, as long as you're living, Zeke is never going to come back to me.
Yeah, that sounded like that was like, if I can't let you, because Zeke pretty much, I don't know. Well, it looks like in the next episode, Dante and Monet are talking to Zeke before the whole thing goes down. So maybe they just come to terms with it and decide to come clean about them being his parents. But yeah, that sounded like some, I'm about to, if I can't have Zeke, you can't have him either type shit. So,
yeah.
You know.
Hey, Jay Washington, man, this lady is hanging, bro. And you talking about her toes, man. She got some pretty toes. This lady
But
is
honestly,
dead.
the person I feel bad for most is Zeke, because the dude just wants to play ball and not be caught up in all this BS. And then he finds out in a matter of a few hours that A, yeah, his auntie's really his mom. B, he might have lost his eligibility for NCAA and can't go pro. And C, the girl that maybe he considered the love of his life is now dead. So that's a pretty effed up day, if you ask me.
Yeah, man. Zeke is going through it. And then you find out you're not 18, you're 23. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Honestly, I don't think all these secrets would have come out if Kane had said something about you can't hang with Tariq. Although Kane had me dead when he said, "Oh, you let that." I knew you was gonna let that nigga hit.
Yeah, man.
That was rich. I laughed my ass off when I heard that part. But
yeah, I really don't understand this family, especially how it even got to that situation where she started exposing. Well, Kane is the one that switched to drugs. Like, come on, man. Well, Drew didn't kill Everett, and then you hear Zeke's ass, my teammate. What are we killing my teammate for? What's going on here? Like, Zeke, shut up, man.
You think? Yeah, and I don't know what Lorenzo finna do. To me, he's the wild card for this too, because I feel like he's finna. Because it looked like he was going crazy in the promo, so I think there's a civil war. Yeah, there's going to be a civil war in the family. Pretty much, I think it's either on one side you probably got Drew and Diana with Lorenzo. Monet's probably a lie herself, so that's probably why she goes back to Mecca. And Kane, to me, I think is like the odd man out because I don't know where his loyalties are going to lie too. So
yeah, and they've been throwing us little hints. When Lorenzo and Drew they met up with Mecca and Kane, you seen they were pretty much showing like, okay, you know, saying Kane has chose the side of Mecca over the family, and Drew is over here. But I don't know. I think he may be getting a little scared with how Mecca is getting rid of people. The chef is his right hand man, and if you see that, it's like, oh man, hell, I'm not about to be around for this one.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But let me get someone else to go in there and talk, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all you do, and can't wait for the next one, man.
No problem, man. Thank you for joining, brother.
All right.
Mary J on her CrossFit, she on something, man. She out here making moves, but when she jumped over that table, she was about to get on Diana. If anybody else want to hop on, if not, I give y'all like 5 minutes, and then we'll jump into the trailer for episode 9, and we'll see what is really going on, man. Is this really gonna happen like this? Is Monet in the streets? You're contagious. Touch me, baby. Give me what you got. If you want to prevent this person from redoing it. All right, easy. I got you coming up, brother. Diana is a daddy's girl. That's true. The dinner scene reminded me of The Color Purple. Diana's ass was in miscellaneous mood. She cussed everyone out. Hey, I don't know if y'all noticed when they were in there, they were like, Diana, did you go to the basketball game? Yeah, they wouldn't let me sit in the seat. Zeke was like, man, coach, man, I got to talk to coach. I can't have little cousin do this. Drew said, yeah, I was there too. I didn't see none of y'all. He just threw everybody up under the bus, man. This family, I ain't never seen no crap like this, man. Bring up Easy does it now.
What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? First time on the show.
There you go. Thank you for joining.
And no problem. But just to go over, this past episode, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. I feel like out of the 2 seasons that came out of Book 2 Ghosts, as far as build-up is concerned, this particular episode, just the development that you see from every character. We saw Diana, go from good girl to dirty Diana, because she wanted all the smoke. Like, when I tell you she wanted all the smoke. Drew turning to the dark side, basically. Kane still being Kane.
Mm-hmm.
And, Monet for the streets, for real. So honestly, it, like, development-wise, it was a good episode. But
But
go back to what you were saying as far as like the dinner table scene.
yeah,
Not trying to be funny, like we sort of already knew this about Drew already because Drew he did this last season as far as like, you know, him and Everett or
yeah.
whatnot, he sort of spend it and turn it back on Di and Tariq. And this before they was like really like fooling with each other, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, I feel like that's gonna play a part either episode 9 or 10. Because here's the thing about Tariq. Like one thing he should have learned from his dad, you know what I'm saying, is just to keep it G and not, just keep it neutral when it comes to the females. Because you got Effie, now you
Who's
got
in the
Di.
game? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Diana, even when she came over, it was kind of iffy. But I mean, Tariq just got out of court, so if saying something come over, they throwing it at you, you gonna catch it. But you're saying like she has to hide all this from Monet, so I already wouldn't even. I'm saying I wouldn't have been involved with Diana, but at 18 years old, she came over. Then I'm gonna have to risk it. But
I mean, look, like if she offer it, us as guys, if it's laid up just nice, you know what I'm saying? You looking good in this, that, and third. Like hell yeah, we'll take it. Especially Diana, like, and supposedly y'all not in business together, supposedly. But
yeah, because the only thing is, I think with Monet called her out and called her a groupie. I think since she is involved with Tariq, it could mess some things up because even Lorenzo said you're messing with Tariq. So now that makes even a little more sense that it might potentially be Tariq. Lorenzo's up there with Tariq because he found out his daughter is messing with her. And it seems like Tariq has a lot of control over the family. So it could be Lorenzo saying, if you're going to be dealing with my family members, I need to know who you are.
yeah, I agree. But as far as like the trailer for episode 9 with the gun and being in Tariq's room, honestly, I personally I think it's too big. I want it to be too big. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, because I love too big, like because he's OG power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like he trying to collect. On that bread that Tariq owns. So I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, I wouldn't rule out Lorenzo. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, shoot,
You
not
know
trying to
me,
be funny.
man. I'm
Yeah,
about to go. I'm about to go dig and see if Two Bits even in the season 2.
yeah. I mean, it's been rumors. You know what I'm saying? And also as well, like from the OG power, I'll say Roberto and Cristobal. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard those names come up too, but I mean, it just depends on who shows up. But I honestly think maybe after the fact or whatnot, especially with this court case, Two Bit just pop out of nowhere. Okay, because you paying Davis, like you know what I'm saying. So he gonna think you got bread.
Yeah. Well, I got to see what episode 9 is called because they said 2-Bit was in this one where I'm looking at the credits and stuff, but I didn't see him unless he was like walking around and, they might show a different perspective next week, but I don't know. We'll see how
Yeah,
that plays out. But
yeah,
I think it would be good for the OG Power Watchers, especially with Tommy's book 4 coming out, to show 2-Bit and have, have Tommy come in maybe for like a little bit, either episode 9 or 10, because we know after the finale, Tommy's book is coming right on. So it would be
right.
good to show him, and it'll just build up that anticipation for the book 4.
Yeah, that is a good thought. And the thing is, I sort of thought about that to a degree. If Two Bit can sort of run like with Tommy and Shot Town and sort of be the plug,
Well,
for New York.
I don't think Tommy's doing anything with New York. He said it was dead, and they got a whole new cast. I did the official trailer of it, and he runs into it. I forgot the guy's name, but I'm gonna do more videos on it coming up in these next 2 weeks. But there's another black guy that he runs into, and he's telling Tommy that you can't just run around Chicago by yourself. So he's gonna be the one plugging them in, and the head drug guy is like Flynn or something. So
Yeah,
I don't know. 2-Bit may just stay here, and we might pop up in season 3.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, shoot, I just heard like a lot of the old, supposedly the old crew like OG power, something that was supposed to, you know, be implemented into book 2 and whatnot. And possibly, you know, also as well, it's the people in OG power, I feel like they're gonna sort of, you know, set everything up for Rashad Tate's spinoff as well.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be doing business. Because the last business that, you know, Tate did with anybody who was like, you know, on the criminal scale was Dre. He wanted to take out Ghost. So I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if he got somebody from the OG power that they knew, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And try to, you know, work out something politically. Because only thing Tate care about is, you know, getting that seat. So that's a pretty interesting thing. I think, you know, this particular season, it may jump off something real good for power influence. For sure.
Yeah, man. It's going to be good, man. 50 is about to own 2022. Right now, Power is carrying it. This is probably one of the better episodes that I've seen. Like, it's hard for, hey, they're going to have to try to finish this out for the rest of the season for us.
For sure. But yeah. But that was just my time. Just wanted to give my little 2 cents about the show.
All right, brother.
So, yeah, appreciate you having me.
All right, bro. Thank you for calling in, man.
All right, no problem.
Catch
you on the rebound.
Was it Q? I'm gonna bring you in, brother. Real quick, I'm just showing you guys. I looked at the cast for this season. That says Michael J. Ferguson 2-bit. He was in 4 episodes. We know the first season, Good versus Evil, Family First. It said he was in A Fair Fight. That was this episode or his next episode. No, this is drug related. A Fair Fight is next episode. So we should be seeing 2-bit. That might be 2-bit for everyone that doesn't want to see spoilers. Well, I mean, we're going to show the trailer for next week anyway, but it looks like 2-bit might be in these last 2 episodes. It says 2022, A Fair Fight, Love and War. So we're going to see. Bring in my boy Q. What's going on, brother?
My guy, what's going on? What's going on, man?
Man, chilling, brother.
Man, I appreciate you for having me on, bro. I just wanted to say one thing, bro. It's just the only part that I'm having the hardest part dealing with is the age thing, bro. It's like, so you mean to tell me, dog, you was 16 and they told you was 12?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
That doesn't make sense to me. Like, the writers, I'm not sure if the writers overlooked it the first time, and maybe, you know what I mean, once it started coming out, people were pointing it out, like the age differences, but that just didn't seem very well thought out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see 1 year, maybe 2, but 4 years. You're telling me at 8 years old, you didn't know they told you this was your 4th birthday?
Hey, that's what I was saying earlier when we first was like talking about the scene. At what age did they tell him he was a different age? Because at 8 years old, you know, okay, compared to the other 8-year-olds, I'm a little bit too damn big. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
so, I mean, where was he for the first 4 years? You didn't have to go to school. You didn't have to do nothing. You was just a child that was around. No other peers, no nothing.
Well, they sent him down to the South. So, I mean, hell, it ain't no telling.
Man, I'm in the South. We ain't.
Hey, brother.
You can literally see Zeke trying to carry the one in his mind to add up the numbers.
Hey, bro, looked at that damn birth certificate and said, "This is not my birthday." She said, "Jesus Christ, Zeke is your fucking mom, man."
No. And it's just like, to me, that was the only thing that was hard. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Mary should come out with the hardest CD now, because, you know, she always was good when she was going through drama. I just wanted to play No More Drama for Mary during that scene, and I'm waiting for her next LP to drop, because this should be the best Mary J we've ever heard.
Hey, I tell you though, I give her credit, man. I've been giving her a hard time this season. She's still the worst mom in the STARZ universe in my book, but man, this angry
scene, running. I was thinking about that as well, because I don't know, her and Tasha like what and what though, man.
Hold on. Let's break it down though.
Okay.
Monet has 4 kids she fucked up with. Tasha only has Tariq.
But Tariq is the one who's affecting so many other families as well. At least she was ruining her own family. Tariq has ruined about 8 of them.
Yeah, well, hey, but all we can do is worry about our household. But listen to what Monet got going on. She has a grown ass man. This ain't we can't call him a kid. We can call Drew and Diana kids. They 19 to 18. This nigga is 23 years old, man. She has a grown man thinking he's 18 years old. It ain't no telling how much illegal stuff this dude done. Like, We're not even gonna get on to the girls and stuff that he was messing with.
I really would love to ask Courtney Scott, like,
Kim.
She really made like all of the mothers in the Power universe horrible women. Like from you know what I mean, Rock, from teaching them, you know what I mean, to kill your dad and you know what I'm saying, lie to the police officer, to Tasha, you know what I mean, all of them, they really bad. I wonder if that's like something that reflects from something she went through as a child, or I don't know. I just never seen Black mothers portrayed in that way. You know what I mean? To the point to where it's like they really do send their children on the worst path.
I think that may be some of 50 Cent because of how he grew up. We seen Get Rich or Die Trying. So the real story of 50 Cent is pretty much how Kane's story is. You know what I'm saying? All Raising Kane is Get Rich or Die Trying, the series. That's pretty much what it is.
It's true. That's true. But yeah, man, that was just my biggest thing about it. I love the episode. Episode 8 is always the episode. You know what I'm saying? If you're a true Power fan, you know episode 8 is the one you want to tune into. I want to see where they're gonna go from this, because this set the bar high for the rest of the season. There's only like 2 more episodes left, ain't it?
Yeah, it's these 2 episodes, and then Tommy rolls out, and then they jumping into season 3. But that's what I'm saying. Right now, what Power is doing, I didn't expect it to get this good. I was thinking the first season we had, it was straight. You know, we all watched it. But this second season, once we got here, it's like, okay, now everything's coming out. We're getting all the action that we want. Because it'd be episodes we're just like, okay, it's just a lot of talking going on here.
Yeah, sometimes I think they have to build like your connection with the character. You know, I remember Kanan starting off slow as hell too. Like the first maybe 4 or 5 episodes, I was really like, all right, it's gonna have to pick up sooner or later. But and it did. It definitely did. Cause I'm looking forward to once they come back and once Kanan comes back on as well too. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Do you think that the Tommy show is gonna hold up to the amount of anticipation? It's because it's been so long and like it's been so much that's going on. Like what we loved Tommy for was the action. He was so cutthroat, but we got so many other people who are cutthroat like him with so many other different series. How's it gonna you know what I'm saying, like be different from what we're seeing from Kane and from what we're seeing from the brothers from, you know, the Rock show and all of that stuff? I couldn't remember what their name was, but certain people were just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like even Lamar from the 50
BMF,
Boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be more violent than Lamar? Is it gonna be just more? Because Lamar was lit.
I think for Tommy, like you say, for the OG watchers, we know what Tommy is capable of. So if he's taking this to a whole nother city, when I'm about to show the trailer, I'm not gonna show that trailer. I'm gonna show the trailer for episode 9. But when you watch the trailer, there's action in it. So we're just taking Tommy from New York and letting him do that reckless stuff on his way to LA. It's just gonna stop in Chicago. So I think if they start
I'm a Tommy fan, but I'm hoping it's gonna be. I'm thinking maybe we waited so long, bro, that it might not be as good as like, because the anticipation for Tommy's spinoff, that was the one.
Yeah,
that was the one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but 50 ain't let us down yet, bro. So I'm gonna put my money on 5th.
Look at the end of season 1 though. Just Tommy showing up for that last episode, just being it. We were all like, okay,
that's crazy.
I'm
mad they haven't tied that in. I'm so mad they haven't tied it in. You know what I mean? Because
I think that's where Tommy's show is going to pick up from him actually at that point where he leaves the funeral. He may like go tie up some loose ends. He may talk to 2-Bit, but then he gets on the road. So just us seeing Tommy show up, we were like, damn, all right, we'll wait for Tommy. Because everyone let Power down. The first season we said it was all right. Now season 2, they actually got us hooked. We say, oh shit, okay, they doing something there.
Yeah, I agree, bro. But I appreciate it, man. I love what you're doing, dog. First time on. Definitely be watching from here on out, family.
All right, thank you, bro. Every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, man. I'm trying to get some. I might throw a stream in during the week. I don't know, because if they continue to drop the exclusive clips, I'm gonna break them down. But I might just do a live just based off of those exclusive clips if they do it consistently. So we'll see.
That makes sense. I know you had said something about it earlier too, and I thought that was dope too. I'm not sure. You think that's Mecca or what's the name that's in Tariq room? Because Mecca might find out where that ring went and track down Tariq from Davis.
Yeah,
or do you think that's one of the Tejadas that's waiting for him from clapping down Diane?
See, I'm thinking it's more of Lorenzo, since their whole family is messed up now. And he found out that Diana, because he told Diana, we raised you.
But you think that's the top of his list right now? He got so much other to worry about. Like your wife is fucking the connect and you don't even know.
Yeah, but you got to remember, the Connect has just been robbed. The Connect ain't got no work. So Tariq and them are trying to find them a new plug. He might have to go talk to Tariq. You know what I'm saying? It might be something with Diana saying, Dad, at least talk to him. Because, you know, they got some. I don't know, man.
Just seemed like he didn't really run across Tariq too much. And Mecca already knows about Tariq. Like, he was stalking him a couple of times. He told Kane how to get on the inside of him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, I'll be tuned in next week, bro. I'll be tuned in next week.
Yeah, and you could be right about that ring. It could come from Davis. I mean, we got to see.
Davis is gonna have to pawn that ring. Mecca has connections. That ring ain't just no ordinary ring. So if that shows up somehow, some way,
a couple $1 million.
You know what I'm saying? Where did you get this from, Davis?
Let me ask you something, though. Let's say you were Dante.
Right.
You got a successful business. Monet is your baby mama from 23, 24 years ago. Are you doing all of this to chase after Monet?
Man. No, bro. Like, come on, man. But what I do get is the fact that I want to have a life with my son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't choose to not be in his son's life. That's different from, you know what I mean? So I guess I can see trying to put up a fight to be with my son. But as far as like trying to do this happily ever after thing with Monet, like, bro, you told her she don't have to work no more. You can come over, just chill. And there's nothing better than that.
And he came up to her with the computer out talking about, I got life insurance policies for the kids. I got trust funds. All you got to do is, Monet, lead the game. I got you, baby.
That's it.
She over here. I don't know about that.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't get it. But I appreciate it again, broski.
No problem, man. Thanks for joining, brother.
For sure.
All right, y'all. If y'all don't want to see the trailer for next week, this will be a good time to exit. But you know, at the end of every live stream, we go ahead, we play the trailer for next week. We talk about it a little bit. We give our final predictions. Well, our final predictions of the evening, and then we jump into next week. Let me see, where's it at? Oh, man. All right, I'm trying to find it, man. I got to get me another screen. I'm working on 2 screens now. I got to get this 3rd screen so I can see the stream on one thing, work on one, and then play it on another screen. But we're going to see how it is. And I'm noticing something in this scene right here. I might be wrong, but let me see. So when Zeke was 9, he thought he was 5. Man, we don't know how old Zeke thought he was, man. That goofy dude. But Zeke is a little slow, man. You probably could have told him anything. Or he had a late, you know what I'm saying, growth spurt. Come on, y'all, man. Before I play this, I'm gonna grab me another drink. Before I play this, though, man, hit that like button. 783 people in here. We got 300 likes. Told y'all I'm in here working. We going over the 2-hour mark. Y'all know it. I always say we're gonna hit 2 hours, and what do? We end up going 2.5, 3 hours. Come on, y'all. Y'all could do this for me. I'm gonna let this play, and I'm gonna go grab me a drink. But just in the beginning of this, I'm not sure if it's me or not, but someone verify. Is this somebody's head right here? Is this a girl's head right there? You know what I'm saying? Is that a girl laying in here with him? So this is gonna loop probably like 2 times. I'll be right back. So could any of y'all confirm if that was a girl's head in that body? I mean, in that bed, or was I tripping? Was I tripping? What is that right there, y'all? That's that episode 9. I thought I did it. I thought I broke that thing down. Oh well, forget it. So you hear Davis. What does Rashad Tate know that I don't know? When we were talking about the court case and how Carrie got up there, he said, I'm tripping, man. I don't know, man. It looked like a girl's head right there. So, like we were saying with Carrie, Jenny was saying, you got to tell me everything up front so I can't be bombarded with this. All this is showing us right here is that Tate, he came up to Davis and he talked to him about something. We already know that they needed Tate for the influence to get Tariq out of here. What did he just tell him? You don't think through anything, Tariq. You don't think through nothing. All right, look at this hand. What y'all think? This is a black person's hand? This a Tejada hand? Or this a Spears hand? We know it ain't Brayden. So whoever said Brayden, that was wrong. It might be 2-bit. I don't know. Yeah, Diana's not gonna be pregnant. Diana's practicing safe sex, especially with Tariq, because she know her mama don't want her doing that. Tejada, Mecca. I don't know, man. I'm thinking it might be Lorenzo. Or it could be Mecca. Like it could be Mecca because the shipment was stolen, but it could be Lorenzo because he's messing with his daughter. That's gonna be a tough one to figure out. He said it might be Drew. I don't know about that, Smooth. Drew ain't that nice. And right now, Drew is laying low. He done already killed somebody. What I want to know is, where the hell is campus security? We had a teacher killed. We got drugs on this campus. We don't ever see any campus security. The only time we seen police officers was when Kamal Tate came, but those are the local police authority. There's like no one's ever here. Like, oh man, damn, there's a lot going on at this school. We should probably up security. We also got Lauren going to a grand jury, taking a stand. We got a teacher sleeping with students. We need to crack down here. I wouldn't be surprised if something like this really came out and all this nonsense was going down at a school. She said it's Ghost's hand. If all this was going down at a school, they shutting it down. Parents are removing their students. Everyone's going to get to pass this semester. This is not happening. This is why this is Stansfield and not UConn or Duke or nothing. This is Stansfield where anything goes. And what do we see here? Tariq is seeing dead people. We know he's been talking to Kane. He sees Carrie. Carrie is dead. So that confirms that we seen her hanging up, but that means she's dead. And we see Jabari. Both of these deaths, they had something to do with our boy Tariq. Now, Jabari is probably telling him, man, I wish you would have helped me publish this book earlier, man, because I was falling off on my career. Or he could be looking at Carrie and thinking, I miss you, Carrie. We both dead. Let's make it happen. Tariq is supposed to have cameras up in the room. Yeah, especially after Kane just snuck in there. Yeah, I need a monitor or something, or at least have it recording where I can hear something. Yeah, probably his ghost cage because he's seeing dead people. I don't know. But that hand, I'm thinking it's either Mecca or Lorenzo. It could be that curveball of 2-bit. 2-bit knows where the room is. And it said that he's going to be in this next episode.
I need hard evidence against Tariq St. Patrick, and I need it now. Can you understand how much?
See? And this is one reason I'm saying it could be Mecca. I mean, not Mecca, but Lorenzo. Mecca could be showing up because they got robbed. But since they got robbed, that means Lorenzo ain't got no work because he's getting it from Mecca. Now, Tariq's messing with his daughter, so he goes over there and saying, if you're going to be messing with my daughter, we're going to be doing business. Tariq is getting money because they have all of the product that was stolen. So Lorenzo could be out here looking for a new connect, or it could be Mecca hunting down his packages that came up missing. The show is called Ghost. Tariq is the way. Both of them make sense going along with the storyline, especially with what's happening. All right, let's see who that is. I gave you a gun. Use it. Who's in this drive-by? We got some black guys with dreads. Okay, got the braids, bandanaed up. Now, y'all know how we do it on Power. We don't care where we going at. We doing everything in fashion. Tim's, Fendi, Louis, Prada. We got to have our hair done. Matter of fact, hey, let me call up my account. Hey, can you get that 2022 Escalade tinted windows? Yeah, we got to go do a little drive-by thing. Just a little straightening. You know what I'm saying? We can't even see this guy back here. But I don't know who they are because I haven't seen any black crews. And guess who Monet is with? Because it's cold in these streets. Oh, Dante, can we get back together? I need a place to stay. Lorenzo kicked me out. She up here at the basketball courts. Lorenzo getting his workout in with his shoe that's a half a size bigger than the other one, getting up some jumpers in the middle of his good workout so him and Zeke can get ready for the league. Monet over here, and they getting shot at. A murder outfit is a must. No, I don't think Ghost is alive, man. I say that every week. I don't know. Mahoney's crew. That I don't know. I don't know how that would tie in, but it could be something and just have Mecca on the loose. Now we know we got another murder coming up. I don't know who the murder would be because I mean, if it is Mecca, that means season 3 we're gonna have a new enemy. And you can only keep this storyline going on so far with Mecca getting robbed and Kane switching sides and helping out Tariq and his mom. Mecca can only last so long unless he gets up out of here. If I was Mecca, I would have been gone, but that's just me. Lorenzo think he's 25 still. Yeah, right. Tariq needs a bodyguard. Tariq has a lot of eyes on him. So everything that Tariq does is gonna be scrutinized. They're like, why do you need a bodyguard for, Tariq? What Tariq needs to do is see if he can work with the dean and say, hey, can I do all my classes online until this trial blows over? You got to remember, we're still in the first semester of school. This is Tariq's first year at the school. Well, it might be, I don't know if it's the second. Like, have we went past Christmas yet? Because it's the basketball season, and Zeke was hurt. So I don't know what year we are. It's 2020, though. 2020, yeah, 2020. Now, look at this jacket, y'all. Look at this jacket. It's all black. That would look like Lorenzo's complexion, but the pants are a little bit darker than what we were seeing. Tariq need a hitman. Brayden ain't it. Ghost and Tommy. Tariq. Well, you got to understand, Brayden came from a wealthy family. He just now getting into the game. All he wanted to do was sell a little bit of drugs. And then he started getting caught up in it. Yeah, he's not a hitter right now, but he hasn't really been in the game long enough. He pulling hits, though. I mean, licks, not hits. My bad. I just feel like a lot of stuff went down, going to all fall back on Tariq. And I think Diana going to be the only one there to support him. That could be true. If the walls start closing in, I could see Effie dipping out easily. Yes, she's supporting them now, but I think Effie, and I did a video 2 weeks ago about Effie being in a power position. You seen when she was the one that went to Monet, and all the work and stuff is going to go through Effie directly to Monet. I think she's using Tariq as an opportunity. She also told Diana, don't get too involved with Tariq. And what is the first thing she does? She goes over there. So for Diana, now she's in that power position. It's Tariq. And of course, Effie is right up under her because she's throwing it on him. And then Brayden, even though Brayden thinks it's a 50-50, it's really not. And we still haven't even got into the business that they opened up. And Tariq was standing behind them like, yeah. So I don't know how that's going to backfire because at that point, Tariq and Brayden, they had their little disagreements. I think the only thing that will get Tariq in full time is his sister gets killed. They're not going to kill your ass. Real quick, we worried about Zeke thinking he's 18 when he's 23. Yaz is supposed to be like 4 or 5. That little girl done grown up. She about 10, 12 years old. Oh, Rick, you gonna come pick me up? I'm the one to stay here. Girl, you were too old to be talking like that. It is time to replace Yaz. Yaz is too old to be that kid. But nah, don't replace Yaz. Let her keep getting those checks. You know what I'm saying? I love to see my young actors out here doing it. Yaz is not in the show now, but when when what was it? When Rainey died, Yaz was like 3 years old. This show was only like a year after, a year, 2 years only took place a year after, like when Rainey died. The timeline is kind of messed up. It's like they zoomed through. One season may really only be about 3 or 4 months, but they make it seem like it was a whole year. Because think about it. In season, what was it? Power Book 2 picked up right after Ghost died in season 6. So that means Tariq was 17, 18. But Tariq was originally like 13 or 14 when the show started off. So, and that show was what, 2014? So 6 years before Ghost died. So that would put Tariq at like pretty much 20 years old. But, you know, the time is a little bit different. Now, I don't know what was going on in here. Lorenzo, he in this house that's messed up. But we heard Monet say he won't rest until he takes everything away from you. So this could be Mecca upset about everything that's going on, and he found out that it was them, and he goes to the house looking for that ring, probably. That could be him tearing things up. Because Monet said he ain't going to rest until he takes everything. And Lorenzo's like, fuck that. We getting revenge. So we know it ain't Tariq. But let me see what caliber gun this is. Let me see. Who's a gun expert? You can't really see that good. I was going to say, identify this gun. And if you can see the serial number, go back and piece it together with the serial number that was in Tariq's room. Forensic evidence. We could use that. Because I can't tell what the hell he got in his hand. Now, look at what I will give Lorenzo credit for this. Strap up. We going out. We riding. He's in the murder vehicle now. You remember he pulled up when he was talking to Kane. He pulled up in luxury. He pulled up in a foreign. He got that good old American muscle. And I say, if you in the dope game, you need you one of these Dodge vehicles. You know what I'm saying? With a Hemi, you need that Scat Pack, that Hellcat. So if people pull up on you, you can get up out of there. And he in that murder vehicle right now. So Lorenzo ain't playing around. He is not playing around with y'all. Man, oh man, oh man. It's going to be good, though. It's going to be real, real good. I'm ready for next week. Episode 8, they really picked it up this week. I'm not going to lie to you. When I seen this and I was up waiting, I was waiting for it to drop. Y'all know I try to put my recaps out Saturday night, like as soon as possible. I couldn't get this out to Sunday because it dropped late for some reason. But I think that might be because there's people trying to leak it. And who knows, but episode 8 was really one of the best that I've seen so far. And I'm hoping that they can carry this on until 9 and 10. All right. We up on 2.5 hours. I'm going to let you guys ask me some questions. I'm probably just going to rock out for the whole 3. So if y'all have any questions, go ahead and ask me. And I give you my opinion or what I think is going to happen. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, especially if you're new. We do this live stream every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, usually about 2 hours minimum, 3 hours at most, unless it's exciting. We got a lot of people calling in, but make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We do this every week. Also, throughout the week, I say 4 out of 5 days, I'm dropping 2 or 3 videos where I'm breaking down scenes about power. Also, any articles that I read online about what may be happening moving forward, anything that happens concerning power, I do this. I also have other shows I watch. Like I'm about to finish the Ozarks up. Now I'm working my tail off on that because they dropped it all at once. So I'm gonna have episode 4 up tomorrow, hopefully. If not, it'll be Tuesday. But you got to bear with me. You got to bear with me, people. Let's see. Who's the best for Reek? Effie, Lauren, or Diana? I think as far as Tariq moving forward in life, I'm going to go with Lauren. Just because Lauren, she has the family. Tariq doesn't have that family stuff. Lauren, she doesn't take drugs from what we've seen. She isn't in the dope game. She's not killing nobody. She got caught up in all the drama. So I feel that Lauren is the best one. If we had to like marry, wife, like marry, kill, and all that, whatever that crap is called. Number 1 would be Lauren. Take Lauren. She's get the education. She's not into none of the silliness. Her family doesn't like you, but Forget what the family talking about. The relationship is between y'all two, so y'all can make it happen. Then next, I would probably do Effie, just for the simple fact, Effie and Diana, they're kind of the same to me. The only difference from Effie is I don't have to deal with her family. You got to look over your back with Kane. You got to look over your back with Monet. Lorenzo's out. Drew's a killer now. So with Diana, it's just a lot of drama there. You see when she came over and they were messing around, they got to hide that. I'm not trying to do that. And at any moment, if Diana ever gets mad and y'all break up or something, Kane could easily come over there. He knows exactly where you live. So for Diana, yeah, he smashed, but she would be number 3 on my list. And Effie would be number 2. She's in the game. She knows what's going on. She's more of a rider, even though she snitched on him. I would put Lauren, Effie, and then Diana. Is Tariq setting Davis up with the ring he gives on the pond? I don't think he's setting them up. What Tariq is doing the same thing that Tate and everybody else on the show does, and what Davis does. They're looking out for themselves. Since he couldn't come up with the money, he's saying, here goes a ring. Now, if it comes back and sets up Davis, that would be bad, and then Davis could change on Tariq. But I don't see Davis leaving. And he has too much dirt on Tariq. So the reason I bring up him having too much dirt on Tariq is I don't see them two really going against each other, because it would be hard to keep him around for a whole season without him exposing Tariq to get him locked up, unless he's taking money from him. So I don't think Tariq's trying to set him up. It's just more to clear his name and be able to pay him, because we know Davis is serious about that money. Do you think that Lorenzo knew Kane was a traitor, but let him live to... Do you guys think Lorenzo knew Kane was the traitor, but let them live to give him the picture? Are you talking about... what picture are you talking about from Lorenzo? The only picture I know about is the Zeke picture, but we already exposed that, and then the picture that they're trying to get for Tate, but that doesn't have anything to do with Kane or Lorenzo. So I don't know where this question was going to. Who you think Tariq is going to choose? I did that. The sack betrayed Davis and go back with the DA. I don't know how that's going to work out. I think Sachs is going to stay loyal to... I won't even say loyal. I think Sachs is still going to work for Davis for the most part, because Sachs, he messed up so bad federally. There's no way he can get any type of job like that. And I don't think that Jenny's actually going to take him serious, because they had their little disagreement about him allowing Tariq to hear the message. And then Sachs was running his mouth to, oh yeah, Tariq, his girlfriend Lauren, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I don't think he's going to leave Davis, because Davis is the only one that's going to work with him. Tamika's not messing with him. The federal government's not messing with him. Most law firms aren't. The only reason he's working with Davis is because Davis doesn't give a damn. If we can get our client off, who gives a damn? Louisiana boy, we spoke about it. We just looked at the credits. It said that we might see 2-Bit in episode 9 and 10. We aren't too sure yet, but I think he might show up, and Tommy might show up. I didn't even look at to see if Tommy Egan's on there, but I think 2-Bit might show up just so we can be like, oh man. And then it rolls into Tommy's book. So we're gonna see. I'm not for sure. I think Tariq going to get with Brayden's sister and maybe get the picture for him. Well, Tariq has the picture. You got to remember, Tariq has the picture. He just hasn't gave it to Tate because of Brayden. You know, Brayden's like, hey, don't do it. So he's still rocking out with his boy. But Tate knows about this information. We need to see, we need to see how Tate and the Westons are going to work out, because Tate is blackmailing them, but he also said we don't take that lightly. So I think the bigger thing between them is going to be between the Weston, well, Brayden's father and Tate. Oh yeah, Wendy, Ozarks is in 2 parts. First part dropped Friday, 7 episodes. I got the first 3 recaps up. 4, 5, 6, and 7 I'll have up this week. And then I don't know when part 2 drops. Tariq ain't setting up Therese. He can't move work on campus. Yeah. So until they got the work that they stole from Mecca, he had to pay Davis. You seen Davis told him in this episode, hey, you got till tomorrow, you're on the clock, or you're gonna get a public defender. So he's not setting him up. Tariq is covering himself. And it's just fortunate enough that there was a ring in there. Do you think Monet will turn to Tariq more to help her with her family? The only way I can see that happen, it really depends on Lorenzo. What is Lorenzo doing with the family? Is he going to forgive Monet? He kicked her out. That's the last thing we've seen. He kicked her out the house. Is he going to forgive Monet? If he forgives Monet, okay, they could go to Tariq. Monet said we need him when her and Kane were trying to figure out what to do. The only way I can see Tariq being in the picture for Monet is if Lorenzo forgives her. Because at this point, she's by herself. We seen in the trailer for 9, she was out with Dante. She got kicked out the house. There's no way Tariq is about to mess with Monet and go against the whole Tejada family, especially after they stole the work from Mecca, because Mecca doesn't have anything to offer. So no, I don't think Monet's gonna really turn to him. She may ask for some information, but other than that, nothing. Oh man. Inspire says, spice up the comment section. What are these theories and nonsense y'all talking about? Hey, y'all ask the questions. I'm gonna give my honest opinion to it, man. We see where we go with this. Yeah, Miss Talkbox. I don't know if you were responding to somebody. This is Tariq's freshman year. He came in to help out. I mean, well, he had to go to school, and Stern got him in there, but the only stipulation was, hey, you got to help Zeke. And he been helping Zeke with his school, but we knew Zeke was done from the beginning. They need to Photoshop Brayden's dad from the photo. I was thinking about that, but what they want to, the photo is more damaging. You got to understand, this is politics. And the majority of politicians, they are white. And the reason that this picture would be even more damaging is not because of the blackface. People really don't, I'm going to just say it. People don't fuck with OJ Simpson anyway. OJ Simpson is hated by everybody. And that's like a majority of races. You got some people that say he didn't do it. From what I seen in the trials and everything, I don't know. And I'm not going to speak on it. But the more damaging thing is Nicole. Ain't that his wife? Nicole Simpson. The damaging thing is, you know what I'm saying? More people are going to be upset, not about the blackface, because black people are going to be the ones upset about that. White people ain't going to give a damn. But there was a white woman killed by a black man. So with that being Weston's dad, that's what, oh my God, Nicole, they did this. Damn it, OJ. That's what the bigger thing is. So you got to have his father in there to show it. That's just my opinion on it. The politicians, they ain't gonna care. Oh, blackface, we see that all the time. Who cares? But oh my God, a white woman killed by a black man. Jeez Louise, y'all know how it is. I'm not just talking. Let me see what we got. You think Rashad's storyline is going to be resolved this season? Nope. If Rashad Tate's storyline was resolved this season, well, the whole thing, then we wouldn't have a whole spinoff coming for him. Will he get? What I think is Rashad might make it until the end of this season and maybe 2 episodes into the next season. And that's where his spinoff comes, where he leaves the school and he starts running for Senate and see if he can get that spot. But yeah, they're not going to end. He could get the picture and he could be getting some kickbacks to hold him over, but his whole storyline is not going to be ended unless he can get these kickbacks and he leaves the school. Now, that's the only way I could see him having his whole storyline ended this season, because there's no escape plan for him unless he gets the picture and he starts to run for Senate. Because if he can get the power back, I mean, the backing from the political party, the Democrats, then there's no reason to be a teacher. The only reason he took this job is because Stern told him you can get some information and you could probably smash Carrie. So unless he gets the picture, then his storyline won't be done. Ever getting this knock box rock next episode? Hell, who gonna do it? It got to be Lorenzo. Drew using his heart. He ain't no killer. Well, he's a righteous killer. He ain't just gonna kill somebody he likes. No way Tariq can handle his coursework. Zeke, 3 girls, drug organ. Yeah, he definitely can't, man. But you seen he was struggling when it came to doing his homework and stuff. He was helping out Zeke. He was doing all of Zeke's homework first. Then he was doing his. And then when he got to class, Jabari was on him. And that's one reason Jabari was so hard and finally said, you know what I'm saying? Let me take some of your work because he sees Tariq working hard. But he was like, man, I'll help you out a little bit. You got to write this book for me. Tate could be next. I don't know what you mean by that. Tate's not going to die, or we wouldn't have a spinoff unless this is the spinoff of how. But the spinoff is called Influence. I was going to say unless this spinoff is how Tate became Tate, but his book is called Influence, so he's going to have that power, meaning he probably got that Senate spot, or he's moving up the Democratic Party. Josiah said thoughts on the trio, Effie, Tariq, and Brayden. Well, I call them the triangle offense. I think what they have set up, it will work, especially in the Power universe. Tariq can't do anything outside of Effie and Brayden. Who can he trust? He can't go to Kane and say, hey, Kane, let's do this, because Kane wants to be in charge. Kane told his mom after he found out that Zeke was potentially his brother, I'm not the oldest. Dang, Dad, I'm supposed to be your partner. I'm supposed to be next in line. Kane wants that power. So out of the only people he can trust is Effie and Brayden. And now Brayden is really going to listen to everything Tariq is saying because he has gotten setting up by Kane. Kane put the badge in there. Brayden didn't have anything to do with it. And Tariq told him, don't mess with Kane. So right now, this trio, the triangle offense, that's the only thing that can really work for Tariq right now. And plus, he can't do nothing with the ankle monitor on. Power's time and be all the way off because how is Brayden at? Oh shit, I can't read that. And Stansfield at the same time. Oh, okay. It's Stanford at the same time as Tariq, and they're both freshmen. If Tariq got admitted early, did Tariq get admitted early though? Because the only way Tariq got in there is with the power from Stern. After they found out that he had to go to school and complete school to get the money. I don't know, man. I don't even know why him and Tariq weren't even in contact with each other. Power influence with Tate, so good. Davis isn't gonna have no spinoff. I mean, we still haven't even figured out what's going on with Davis and his brother. That might have to come into season 3. People still saying, Money instead of Monet. Tariq got an early admission. I don't remember that. If y'all right, let me know what episode that was. Is it when they were talking about everything that they were getting in inheritance? So I can go back and watch it and make sure I ain't miss over nothing. But I don't think he got accepted early. I think Stern pulled some strings to get him in there to help out Zeke. Oh yeah, Tate knows a lot, and that's why Davis said he's our next witness. Now, what he's gonna get up there and say, if he's the witness for Davis, he's gonna say something to make Tariq look good and say, "Oh, I don't believe Tariq would do that. I'm actually a teacher for Tariq." And the young man, he's good. But what do we know about Tate? He said it this week. When you tell the truth, you have to think, how would I benefit from it? Should I tell the truth or should I tell a lie? So he can easily tell Davis and Tariq, oh, okay, well, look, I need me some money or I'm going to tell what I know. No, we'll see. If Zeke has an ID based on his fake age, he should be good on his draft status. Well, right now, no one knows about Zeke's fake age. You know what I'm saying? No one knows except for the family. Now, if Zeke goes out and starts talking, then that's different. But even at Zeke's age, if you're good enough to make it to the league, once they verify how old you really are, it's not like he was 30 years old in high school hooping. He's 23, 24, 23. So if he's good enough, the NBA is going to say, okay, well, he's 23. Whatever he did in NCAA, if he had any records, y'all can go ahead and cancel him. We still going to pick him up. I don't know, man. We're going to see how that plays out because that's all he was worried about. He didn't even care Monet was his mom. I said, that's not my age. You lied. I didn't. Like, Jesus Christ, Zeke, it's your fucking mom. Like, damn, Diana. oh yeah, Zeke gonna tell somebody. The first thing Zeke did was go over to Carrie's house. Bruh, you were just in a jail cell. Well, in in the questioning room, an interrogation room for messing with Carrie. Now you sending text messages. Stay off the phone. Mecca told Little Guap, stay off the phone. Lorenzo told Little Guap, get off the phone. Everyone stay off the phone. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. But y'all know how it is, man. These kids, they gonna run their mouth. Everybody running their mouth a lot, to be honest with you. Zeke gonna tell Reek the only other person he can speak to. I don't know. We haven't even really seen them talk to each other. They were cool, but that's when Tariq was doing his work. But since he declared for the draft, he really doesn't even have to do anything in school. Like his grades and stuff don't matter at this point. He declaring for the draft. They ain't making no NCAA tournament. They probably NAIA. I doubt they even in the NCAA tournament. But yeah, I mean, he could go talk to Tariq, but there wouldn't be nothing. You remember he got out of jail. He dyed his hair blind talking about, yeah, man, I'm a free man. I was in there. It made me really think. Nigga, you was in jail for 12 hours. And you wasn't even in jail. They were interrogating you for 12 hours and you were fumbling and bumbling. Talk about, man, I just realized being held down, man, it ain't the place I want to be. Sheesh. Like, Zeke, shut up. Shut up. Mecca said stay off the phone, but he the reason Diana found out in the first place. Yeah, but let's be real. For these people to be these drug dealers, the only time they should be on their regular iPhones is if they're just calling each other to talk about day-to-day activities. They should be using the same flip phones and burners that Mecca's people were using when they got their ass ate up in that hangar. These people are calling, Tariq, I need to talk to you. You get here now. Hey, mom, this is Kane. Where you at? I need to meet up with you. We got to talk about some stuff with the supplier. Monet, this is Zeke. I'm in jail. Like, come on, man. They all using their regular phones. They should be having burners, throwing these things away. What did Tariq do? Tariq gave Effie a burner phone to give to Monet. Tariq is the only smart one out here. Man, these are adults acting like this. Good night, Tony. Good night. Good night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining this week. Yeah, Monet still doesn't. No one knows who Dante, aka Mecca, aka Dante Spears, aka I was in the military. No one knows the cross references before. Monet just think he's successful. Dante Spears owned a logistic company international. Kane, all he knows is Mecca is a dope dealer. Everything he has here is from dope. Now, Kane stuck his head in there. I don't know what he's seen with that ring. I don't know how that can work, but maybe Kane can start piecing stuff together and we see that Kane really isn't as dumb as we think he is. Now, Zeke is, of course, the bottom of the barrel. We got Zeke at the bottom, and then we got Kane right above him, and then we got Monet. Because Kane and Monet, I tell y'all every week, you put those two together, you're about to get the worst plan in history. Erica Vane said with HIPAA, all the medical information, they can't just release your stuff. Well, depending on the state, let me see. In the state of New York, publiclibraries.com, our birth certificates, I don't know if y'all can see that. Our birth certificates public record in New York. Birth records became available to the general public after 75 years. So, wait, birth records. I know in Missouri, because I just got me another birth certificate before I came back out to California. If you got their social security number and their birthday, you can go in there and request the birth certificate because you got to pay for it. It's like $15. Now I don't know if it's, you know what I'm saying. Now you on the other hand though, you seen what Ghost said. He wanted everything for Yaz to be sealed up. Now, if you seal up something, then that's a whole different story. But we could be going off of HIPAA laws and all that. But you got to remember, this is power. We don't follow any of the real world rules. We just do whatever the hell we want. Because as soon as Jenny suspected that Tariq heard that recording, she could easily went to the judge and said, "Oh, I think Tariq heard this." You know what I'm saying? We're looking for Lauren right now. How much y'all think that ring is worth? I'm gonna see if anybody like a diamond person that, you know, if you watch some of these jewelry channels, they break down like how much people stuff. That's how I did the clothing breakdown at Tariq. They go through and find the prices. I'm gonna try to look that up, but it might be $1 million. Ain't no telling. You know, they could make it some far-fetched number. But that's one thing. Yeah, she did call the hospital. Hey, can I get a birth certificate? Oh, okay. Yeah. Who are you? Diana. Who? Tejada? You looking for Ezekiel Cross? But then again, she could easily got the birth certificate because of her mother. Like, no, say my mother needed it. You never know. This is power, people. This is power. We don't. We know they don't play by the rules here. They don't play by the rules. Monique, when the birth certificate and age change, how did Mecca put 2 and 2 together about Zeke? Damn, I got to go back. Either that or the drink hitting. Damn, I forgot. Y'all got me stumped. Someone fill me in on how did Mecca put 2 and 2 together. Damn, I done forgot that. Damn, that was so long ago. I do know that he would have. I got to give credit to Mecca though. Somebody got to fill me in, but I got to give Mecca credit though. Let's just be real. This man said I wouldn't have joined the military if I knew I had a son. I would have took the jail time and got out to be here for my son. I got to give him credit for that. That's some real father shit right there. But he joined the military because Monet was lying and hiding things. So, but that military worked out for him. Thank you, Erica, for filling me in. You remember the whole press conference, everything was going on. That's when he said he had to talk to Monet. He was just looking, he was like, wait a minute, this ain't adding up, man. This kid look kind of old. And Ezekiel Cross, I got the Ezekiel tattoo on me. So that's how he started piecing things together. And then he brought it up to Monet. Thank you, Erica, for filling me in. Now it's all coming back to me. That's when he went and talked to Monet. And they figured out the whole thing about Zeke. Because they were thinking, oh, that was so long ago. And then, oh, I ended up getting pregnant. Oh, okay. Now you're telling me the truth, Monet. Thank you. It's definitely a TV show, but 19 and 24 is a nice gap. No wonder Zeke needs Reek to pass. Yeah, man. There has to be something wrong with Zeke. If he was older than other kids, we don't know when exactly they told him what his age was. He's 4 years old. He's 8 years old. Oh no, you 4. You know what I'm saying? Because at 8, you can kind of remember back at 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? I remember my birthday when I was 7 because I got hit by a car. I just got out the hospital. So I remember that. I remember being in the hospital at 7. So if I was 7 years old and someone told me I was 3, I'm like, it ain't no way. It ain't no way. Maybe he had a late growth spurt. Oh man, Samantha said, not that one. My bad. Zeke might have lost some oxygen at birth. Man, it ain't no telling. She was 16 when she had him, though, so it may have been a rough, rough pregnancy and birth. Because Zeke is a big motherfucker now. That motherfucker, Zeke probably came out 10 pounds, 12 ounces, or some shit like that. Zeke been getting fake birthdays for 23 years. Zeke had 2 5-year-old birthdays. Zeke was 9 years old. Happy birthday, 5-year-old. How can you be in school and not know he's 4 years older than everybody else? I mean, you look at it like, I look at it like this. Some people are just big as hell. Me and LeBron James are the same age. I'm 6 foot. That man is 6'7", 6'8". So we were both seniors at the same time. But shit, I'm looking at him like, damn, you big as hell. You sure you 18, 17, 18 years old? So I mean, it's like in high school, you can see that. You do see some kids that are bigger, but we want to know what was going on in elementary and middle school. That's where you know what I'm saying the discrepancy is. Middle school, elementary, all of that. High school, you get okay, he's a big kid, but elementary shit. Hey, this is kindergarten. You look like you about what Martin, I mean not Martin, what Will Smith say when on Bad Boys when he showed up to the house? He said 15, nigga, you look about 40. Zeke showing up the freshman. He's showing up to his first day of high school. Oh, what's going on? My name's Zeke. I'm 13. Like, nigga, no, you're not. Nigga, you sound about 17, 18 years old, bro. Oh my God. You at least 40. He in college out here balling out. He 360 windmilling on these kids. Oh. Oh my goodness, man. Hey y'all, we did 2 hours and 50 minutes today. I'm about to grab me something to eat. I definitely appreciate y'all being here with me. Each and every Sunday night, we do a live stream for Power. We got Power Book 2, 2 more episodes. Then we're gonna go right into Tommy, the spinoff. I don't know how I'm gonna do that breakdown. I might do the first hour for the finale, and then the last. I might just do a 3-hour stream. The first hour for the finale of Book 2, and then the last 2 hours for the opening of Tommy's book. But definitely, if you appreciate this, throughout the week, I drop at least 2 videos a day on Power where I break down a scene. If there's any new information that comes up, I give that to you. Exclusive clips, I'll break those down. So if you're new to the channel and you like this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button for me. We're definitely growing. We might hit 20,000 subscribers this week. Remember, I was the first one to tell you guys the age of Zeke. The first one. It was me. Oh, if you're new in here and you don't believe that and you think, damn, this guy, man, he just on here talking. Nah, I broke down the ages of everybody back in December. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here, I'm working. If there's anything you guys want to ask me, DM me on Instagram. That's the best place to find me. Well, for me to respond. Definitely thank y'all for rocking out with me tonight. Hit that like button before you get out of here. Hit that subscribe button. Like I say, man, it's cool rocking with y'all. Hey, man, wrong thing.
What up? Welcome back to
December 13th, 2021. We only had 600 views back then. We were a small channel. December 13th, 2021. Everybody was wondering what was going on with Zeke and them.
Zeke's allowed to go to school. Zeke's allowed to do different. She's actually is the second son by.
Now I was breaking down. Okay, we know that Mecca is the father, just so I can verify. You know, what I'm saying I got to toot my own horn about this. But listen how I describe what she's doing for Zeke, and then we break down the ages.
Different father who was in the street, and he's dope boy. So we're looking at how Monet's been treating him. She's actually treated Zeke better than everybody. Zeke's allowed to go to school. Zeke's allowed to do different things. Everyone else, oh, you need to stay in the house. You can't go to school.
I know you're probably wondering, how old are they? Zeke is 23, Kane is 22, Drew is 20, Diana is 19. She had Ezekiel before she was with Lorenzo. Zeke, he was sent down south to stay with his family. That's when she got with Lorenzo and started her family with Kane and her kid. Zeke eventually came back up, and this is her nephew. I broke it down for y'all back in December. I was one of the first people to give y'all the accurate ages of each one of the children. So, hey, that's one reason to follow my channel. I'm trying to give you guys the information early so we can piece this together. Because when we get here on Sundays, hey, we got to all put our minds together and we're going to figure out what the hell is really going on in Power, because we know that they try to throw those curveballs at us. Man. Nah, Inspire, that's old. You got to upload it. We good. We got it's 640 people in here. We got 460 likes. So we good. We good on the likes. Y'all actually came through for me. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm MoedotJ. I do this daily Power every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 2 to 3 hour live stream where we talk about Power. It's a safe place. No one is wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me. I don't mind. I'll open up the StreamYard line so you guys can come on here and actually talk to me, ask me questions. If you like this content, you want to see Power videos throughout the week, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button before you get out of here. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'm out.